should be on stream, yes?
Yep.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. I am the Great Gangolker Seizure, and we are running tonight episode... well, I don't know the episode number. The Chapter 8, Episode 2, I believe, of Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Fair warning, if this is not content that you have read or are familiar with, you probably will not want to watch the stream because we are going to be covering book content and spoilers, like things are happening.
Yep.
Tonight we're joined by Chandler. He's going to be playing Ollie's character. Ollie seems to have lots of guest appearances as of late. So, anyway, when last we left our heroes, they had finished a fight in the middle of the town square of Parnast. There was one cultist left over that Ollie was attempting to grapple, and they got into basically a slap fight. He is not at this point attempting to formally engage, but we are still in combat, and it's Ollie's. Ollie had the last turn. The next to act is Zenrik. Zadova had made it into the stables and has noticed that there are 2 wyverns there. He and Pandora had opened the sliding barn doors, and so the wyverns are obviously tied up inside the stable. They can't just walk out. But they appear to be, I don't know what you call riding animals. Is there a word for that?
Yeah,
Steeds?
I mean, that would make sense.
Mount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flying
they're a flying mount with normal flying.
Do we need to spend $5,000 for cold weather flying?
Yes, you need to spend money for cold weather flying. During the
Epic flying
battle that was going on, the castle that was previously parked out to the west-southwest has basically pulled up its drawbridge and has begun to float away, and is tracking away from the town. And so that basically brings us into combat. Back to where we were. Zenrik, it's your choice.
Oh.
Assuming you want to
And
continue combat.
He still has his sword in the ground.
He has his sword in the ground.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
But as I described to Ollie at the end of the thing, when Ollie went to grapple him, he basically fended him off, but did not reach for his sword to defend himself.
Yeah, I'm good. I have nothing.
Okay. That would take us to Thylak. Are you going to engage?
No, based on what we all talked about last week, I think that this guy's given up sufficiently.
Okay. Pandora? We have to go around and let everybody have a shot.
I think I will still just let it be.
Okay. And that brings it back to him. So we are now out of combat officially, since Ollie was trying to no, we're going to go another round because I'm going to try and get this guy. So from that perspective, you now have a pseudo-surrendered.
Can we tie him up?
I think he's going to call reinforcements.
Say again?
I think he's going to call reinforcements.
Can we gag him?
You're way over there, so I don't know if you're yelling that to us or what.
I'm yelling.
He's standing right there. Oh yeah, you.
Yeah, you're way in the stables.
Yeah, you're in the stables. I don't know that.
I'm going to say...
He's gonna call reinforcements.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm perfectly okay with that.
But feel free to engage the person, or it's your game now.
I think we need to get on these wyverns. Get to the castle.
So which one
So are you
am I
going to
this
try
guy?
and mess with the wyverns?
Yes.
I don't know if someone else has a higher animal handling than I do.
I've looked at everyone, and the highest is
We're
+1.
probably,
I'm +2.
I think I'm
plus.
You're +2.
I'm
No,
plus
wait, I'm
0 because I'm
Whoever's got
elf.
wisdom, I think.
No. Oh, you are. You're +2.
You are +2 on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's +2.
Yeah.
I think we need to get on these things. Ride them. I don't know. I think I'm 0 or +1.
I'm 0.
So are you trying to? What are you trying to do?
Motioning
with the wyvern?
for everybody to
Okay,
come
so you're
over,
gonna
basically.
I'll move over.
And I
So
think
you're
I've
just gonna
already
leave the guy there.
I'm big, so I can just pick him up, right?
that you would have to grapple him to do that. He's already pushed you away once.
Okay.
We should tie him to the well.
Is
think-
this the well? Or is this the well?
That's the
I think I already pulled the pin on the little shackle that was holding the one wyvern.
Okay. Then I need you to roll an animal handling check.
Okay.
So make sure you don't run away.
20. Not natural.
That's fine. So you easily control him as far as leading him around with his
Okay.
rein. So visually, think of a smaller. They're dragon kind. Their wingspan is obviously and body size is much smaller. They each seem to have a two-person saddle-looking thing on them. That they're kind of high-back saddles.
Right.
If you're thinking cowboy saddles, think of the higher back. And where the bit and bridle come down, there are basically just two long leather ropes. There's a long leather rope for each side.
Okay.
So you're able to easily unpin the chains that are holding them in place and hold him, reasonably with the reins at this point.
Okay.
So here's a question. Because we're obviously gonna have to make checks to get on them, but I'm a big guy. Can I just pick somebody up and put them on there to save and just do a strength check to pick them up instead of having to do animal handling?
I'd be willing to give you advantage for that.
Okay.
You want to help me up on it?
Sure.
Okay.
I still think we should do something with that dude before we leave.
There has to. I'm just telling you. I'm just reminding you. This is the last time there was a guy out there.
Right. We need to do something with him.
Who has rope?
Everyone
Yeah,
has
Everyone
it.
has
everybody's
rope.
got rope.
Okay.
I think you probably have rope too.
Mister, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
tie you up. Sorry.
Yeah. And gag you.
You probably understand.
He's getting
And he says, I totally understand, but do me this favor. Do me this favor. Leave my sword where I can kick my heel up onto it and pull it to me so that once you've sufficiently made your escape, I can free myself.
I'll go let the tavern dude know in 10 minutes to come get you once we're gone. Fair deal.
That's fair deal.
I'm gonna go into the tavern. You tie him up.
Okay. I will pick him up and pull him over here.
You don't need to pick him up. I'm sure he walks.
Yeah, he'll walk.
But he
up.
lets you start to tie your rope, so I need you to roll. Let's see. I need you to roll. I'm trying to think what it would mostly
Sleight of hand
be.
because it's dexterous.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's sleight of hand or survival. So whichever is best for you. Sleight of hand.
Sleight
or
of
survival.
hand. I got a plus
That's
one.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Okay. So you tie him up with a 9.
Okay.
I mean, what'd you roll? Did you roll an 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with a 9, you tie him up.
Okay.
From your perspective,
He's by
He's
the
good.
well.
Did I gag him too, or do I need to?
How deep is the well?
Yeah. Can I tie him
Deep
to
is
the?
the gag.
Can I tie him to the ring?
That's
and
what I
just-
thought you were gonna
That's
say.
what I thought he was gonna say
How
too.
far can you shove it down?
let's give him toxic
check
acidosis.
those knots.
He's an
Do
elephant.
another
Probably
one.
go fair ways.
You should tell Dave that.
I know. Okay. I would like to go over and
You're going to assist?
Yes, I will assist and
Great,
make sure
so why
that he
don't you
is
go over there?
good and tied. I'm
Why
gonna
don't you
go
go over there and
Yes.
if she's going to assist, one of you can roll. Yeah.
Let her do it.
And I got a 20.
Okay.
Kakash,
So-
she's
you found-
she's the dexterous
You
one.
found some issues with the lack of Boy Scout training.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
from
didn't-
Ollie.
I wasn't a Boy
I
Scout.
got
And,
a fancy knot going.
Yeah, you got some good knots going,
A fisherman's honor or something.
and so
Mm.
yeah, but he's not gagged.
Not.
So
That's
Gag
not
him.
fun.
that wasn't part of the deal.
I'm in the tavern right now talking to this dude.
And he just
so-
tell you that's not part of the deal.
He's gonna call for reinforcements. I mean, that would be my. I wouldn't say that out
You're
loud.
in the stables.
You don't know
You
anything.
have
Okay.
no idea what's going on.
Okay.
You're sitting there making
Well,
sure the
he's,
dragons-
you're trying to keep
Okay,
track
how
of
about
your
this?
dragon.
Yeah.
I will whisper to him as I'm finishing the good knot.
Mhm.
Speak anything, and I will get you.
He goes,
Get you.
I will cut you. I will get you.
I understand. I'm tied up.
And
You
then I will
definitely
just
could.
put my hand on my sword and just let it rest there
Okay.
as I stare at him.
So roll intimidation.
Pocket sand.
Reach my
Plus
phone
5.
like it's my mouse.
15.
Oh yes, thank you.
Okay.
That's not a mouse.
Okay.
Good job.
It's like,
He kind of smiles at you. He kind of goes.
And I'll wink at him, and I'll just walk away.
Okay. So he kind of gives you a grin. Okay. Now what? So are you gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna
try
go.
and put him on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go help. I'm gonna go pick you up, put you on this bad boy.
All right.
Okay. So no, I'm just saying the way that I'm doing it, you're putting him on there first. There's no one on there.
No, there's no one there. I'm gonna pick
Great.
him up and put
So-
him in the front.
Right. So you're basically going to help him get on. So you get advantage with your animal handling check.
Okay. So just trying to hop on.
Well, with his help, he's
Okay.
trying to
Yeah.
hold the animal while
I'm gonna
you're
put my
messing
hands on
with
your
it.
butt and push you up there.
Sweet.
He's going to give you a
16.
tushy squeeze. Yeah. So you get on it,
All right.
and you feel like he's like, hey, this is controllable. Like I think I could do some of this. So you sit there and you kind of feel the reins and you kind of do a little of this, and you can see him. You know, he kind of stretches his wings out, and he's trying to, as he tries to move forward, you kind of pull him back, and he leans back, and so you're kind of getting your feel for what this feels like.
Okay.
Okay, you're on.
All right. I'll try it. I want to get him out of there.
Okay, you can walk him out.
All right.
I'm gonna follow him out.
Do you want to get on?
I was gonna get on out there. I don't know
Okay.
how big the room is or if. There's
Oh, that's
anything
true.
like-
Well, there's 2 of them in there.
There's 2 of them.
I don't have animal handling. I can't drive
Okay.
one.
Okay. Well, I'll walk him out.
So I mean,
Okay.
I probably could drive one. I just don't
I
have
don't
it.
know. What is his movement? Or does it really?
For this purpose, he's just walking. We're not
Okay.
particularly interested in that. All right, are you going to try and get
Yeah.
on
Now,
there?
now that he's outside, now I don't have to worry about banging my head on a rafter or something. I'll roll. Do you want me? It's animal handling, right?
Yep, I need you to roll animal handling.
Can I help him? Like give him a hand up on the side?
Yeah. If he puts a hand up.
Yeah, he'll give you +2.
Okay. That's a 7. I do not get on. I do not think
No,
so.
as he is not happy with him, so he
Okay.
So I need to.
thrashes his
I need to
tail.
wait for the other one. No, I'm not on
In
here.
fact, hold on,
Does he knock me off?
my thing isn't working.
He's gonna make me take damage. He's gonna tail whip
I don't
me
know
like a
about that.
Nixia.
There you go.
Whip me back into a welt pit in the corner.
Exactly.
Oh, where these eggs come from?
He did not. He really did not understand
What I was trying to do.
what it is you were trying to do.
An elephant trying to get on top of him.
It's like-
Yeah, you take 7 points of piercing damage as he like comes around and hits you with the stinger on his tail.
oh man.
Don't fail by a lot, by the way.
What? What do you mean? Don't fail by a lot?
When you fail your
The
I
animal.
need to get on my animal handling. Don't fail by too much. It causes problems.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
He'll just take his tail and
Okay.
clap me with it.
Now what?
I'll be out of here. I'm gonna walk over my.
You were looking at me like I was insane for him taking damage.
No, I.
What?
I'm just annoyed he's not here. Like I'm just not having it right now. Like,
Oh,
it's
I see.
super bothering to me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to
I've
enjoy
moved on.
myself. But
I've moved on. All right. So
Pandora, do you
what are
have
we
animal
doing next?
hey,
I have
you should move it
0.
forward to the well so it's easier for people to get on.
Yeah. Let's do it.
That's nonsense.
Well, I mean, I'll do it.
But you're sitting
Walk
like
him
that.
over there.
So you're telling me I should stand up on the side of the well and hop on so that he doesn't.
I'm thinking that you need to use everything in your ability.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you, I'll say.
I'll be in the front, animal handling it while he attempts to get on at a higher level.
Can you mold
Okay.
earth a step up?
6 and 1/2 than the other.
I mean, yeah.
I can
All
make
right.
a straight
You want me to
bridge.
reroll?
Considering that, I'll give you advantage on it this time.
That's a 1.
Oh gosh. Well, you have advantage though.
That's a 15. So.
Okay.
And he pierces through your heart
And you,
with his stinger.
and you got on.
He stabs me in the heart, and I take 15 points of damage, and I now have a lingering, festering, infected wound that will cause 1d6 damage every turn.
I'm gonna go grab this.
Oops,
dude.
sorry, Michael, your character's
trying to
dead.
bring
You got
him out?
stabbed
Yeah.
by a wyvern because I got a nat 1 on the mountain.
Each one only has
11.
2 seats.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
it?
good enough to unpin him. So you can unpin him and
Right back.
I wanna just
walk
coax
and
him out.
walk him out. Yeah.
Yep. So he's gonna get coaxed out to here. I'm gonna mold Earth an easy section for them to get up, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Pandora and Thylac, jump on this thing."
Okay. Each of you have advantage on your animal handling check.
I've just been watching all this happen while the young people like take care of business.
Yeah, you're like, serve me, boys, girls.
Sat down next to the tied up dude. Here, let me just give you some tea.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got
16.
17.
Okay.
Valiant warrior. All right.
What'd you get, Joe?
16.
16.
Okay, great. So you both are on there, and you can walk them around. Now, who is, because obviously he got on first, he's driving. Which of the two of you, because I don't care what the order of operations, which of you wants to be the driver?
Who's got the hand?
I'm just gonna take the reins. And
What would...
That'd be interesting.
Wouldn't it though? If I just took both reins and just was like, all right, let's go, and just boosh and winged out and let's go.
What's your
You got the
carry?
strength to hang
Would it
between
be
the
like
two?
performance for
What's
how
your
well
carry
you drive
weight
it?
when you fly?
If they're flying, it doesn't
No, it's going to
matter.
be animal
They're carrying
handling
their own weight.
in order to
Okay.
fly it and control
All
it
I'm
while
doing
flying.
is leading an
Leading
animal.
them. Yeah, that's true.
It'd be the same as leading it on the ground.
Yeah, that's true. I just didn't know if you could pick us up. And if that didn't work.
He said I could lead one of them in the air.
Okay.
But if we tie one to the other, they're like the trail horses where they're just walking a line there. You know where
So
they're going.
Thylac should probably be driving. He's at least +1.
That's why he's in front.
So,
I think, yeah.
all right. So in order for you all to fly, I will effectively need an animal handling check from Zadova and Thylac.
3.
Okay. You are really having a hard time trying to get
Better
him
than
to
two.
take off.
Yeah.
All right,
Thylac?
Thylac.
13.
Is that what you rolled, or is that your final number?
14 is final number.
Okay.
Final number, Bob.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So yes, you are able to get control of him, and you seem to be able to have better control than Zadova. Zadova and Ollie are struggling. Maybe it's because Ollie's too heavy.
You're weighing me down.
So these two
Thick
are
boy
up
in the bank.
and off.
Yeah, they're
They're-
hovering.
yeah.
They're hovering at this point. They seem to have very good control over their
All
over
right.
their wyvern.
I don't know how to assist you other
Yeah.
than to build a ramp and say, run it off the ramp and see if it knows how to fly like a reindeer.
Okay.
I like your other idea.
Yeah, of flying it.
Yeah.
I'll fly it. Alright. So I'm sprouting some wings. Man, I didn't want to use that, but I know I had to.
DM's got the smile going on.
Well,
Hopefully we can get it there in a minute.
Otherwise, we'll be holding on
what
to
is that
like,
for
when
you?
the
What's it
lecture's
called? Is that the-
Radiant Soul.
Okay, so you have 30 feet.
Yeah.
Per turn. There's 10 turns per minute.
Yep.
Right, so you have 300 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So hopefully, that's what I was like.
yeah.
I don't know if I need to go to the edge and like take a running jump and then fall an amount of distance as far as I can before I actually
Just take a parabolic arc to get the perfect trajectory.
Okay, so is that what you want to
Do
do?
some
You want to
physics.
run toward the edge to minimize your actual flight time?
That's what I would do because I'm like, I don't know how far that thing's gonna go, and if I
Sure.
run out,
That's a great thing you did that.
I'm probably not gonna make it. In fact, Ollie boy, I am going to jack the immovable rod from you, just so you know. So
I was... Okay, never mind.
whoever
yeah,
has
that's a
that,
good idea.
I'm just gonna you
I
have
was
it.
No, I
actually
have
looking at...
I have it.
well, no, I have a collapse.
Yeah.
Collapsible.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
was
gonna
actually
borrow
thinking
that from
about
you
that.
just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the you take off.
You just
take
wait.
off.
Here.
T for timeout. This is total meta, and I know it's not gonna work. But could we just like go place that on like behind the wall of the castle as it's trying to move?
Why not?
Why is it suppose you could. You could try and fly around the back of it.
Well, it's like 7,000 pounds, so I don't know how much torque this thing has.
It's 8,000 pounds of weight.
Oh, 8,000 pounds. Like
Oh, it's got more mass than it.
A creature can
Two
use...
immovable.
1,600.
I've got a whole backpack of these up here all day. I'm stacking them up.
You use them like tent pegs. You just nail it to the ground.
It's like, all right, that rock that you have there just pushes that rock out of the wall.
So, as you can see, the castle is kind of, if you think about this being its parked location, it's been kind of backing up and out. You know, it's just slowly moving.
I
almost beeping. So as you hold onto the reins and take off running.
Yeah, we're going.
Yep, you're going. You can roll animal handling with advantage.
13 for animal handling.
Yep, considering what you're doing in the leading as opposed to controlling.
Yeah.
I'll let that go.
Come on.
So
Come on.
you take off and you fly and he sees you and he just kind of sprouts off. There's an initial kind of rough start as far
I would
as
hope
like
so.
what is happening, like you know, because it can't figure out like are you dragging me or am I doing my own thing, or you know, so you have a little spacing issue with the reins. But you all are able to get airborne, and Thylak and Pandora just wing off after you. By the time you get to the castle gate, you've gone about 208 feet. That was the roll.
Could it have been too much?
So it could definitely have been too far. Because I rolled a D4 and 2 D0s, right? And so it's like
It could have been
it
400.
could have been over 400. Like
That's awesome.
could have been like
Well,
420.
what would have happened if he had done it? Would he just fall out of the air and just...
Yeah, he just goes.
Yeah,
And if he
That's
didn't
why
have
the
feather
immovable
fall-
rod.
That's why I had the
That's why the
immovable rod,
immovable
because then
rod.
and then I'm just sitting there hanging, waiting for them to drop someone off and come get me.
So it's
Oh,
reasonable.
so the rod can just hold you in place wherever, no matter what.
Yeah. It doesn't have
Okay,
to
now
touch
I understand.
anything.
Okay, that's
It's
actually really
independent.
cool.
All right, so both of you are able to wing over and above the castle walls, and you can tell as you get close to the castle, it's almost like you're in this fog. Mm-hmm. You can see, but nothing is really super distinct, right? And as you are headed toward the castle, I need you to choose roll a d4 for me. Somebody roll a d4.
Okay, here.
But it was too late.
2. Okay. So as you line up, you basically come straight in amongst the 2 towers. You know, you're not winging off to one side. Mm-hmm. You kind of find the castle, the drawbridge entrance, and you're both kind of flying in there. As you're approaching, there are some ogres that are standing on top of the tower tops. Mm-hmm. There are, how many ogres are there? Yeah, there's 3 on top of each gate, and as you go up there, you see there's 3 ogres and there's a ballista on top of each of these towers. And so as you're flying up, you hear them call out, you know, "Who's coming? Who's coming?" And
So
you know, they kind of ask you. Yes,
I'm gonna ask
Sedova.
Zadova. Sorry, I don't know people's names. I just got here.
Yeah, you're good.
So, from your knowledge of animals, because I'm assuming you have some, do you know if these guys have any attacks that we could use against something? Like if they could shoot fireball at the ballista, blow it up?
You're familiar with one of their attacks.
Bite?
No,
You're more intimate knowing than
It's tail whip.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I don't know.
Does anybody have like, I don't know, it would be animal handling probably or something. Is there something that could relate to like animal knowledge?
You need to roll
Or history.
You need to roll history.
Okay.
If they are dragons.
Elephants are super smart. I better have advantage on
Well,
You
and you've done a lot of
Okay.
Actually, yeah,
research on Dragonkind, so
this. I have
You
one.
have advantage for
Ollie has.
history checks on dragons, right?
I don't know.
I know you
'Cause
said
if I
something.
do-
He had something. Well, roll something. What is it?
It's a 16
There you go.
plus
Okay.
history. Just
So you know that these are not dragons in a traditional sense that have they don't have breath weapons.
okay.
They're just claws and bites, and they have a pointed tail. You know that they can stab you.
Could we? How strong are they?
I think you're reading
Strong.
too much.
They're
into
strong
this.
enough. They're strong enough that they can carry 2 medium humanoids.
Could they
without a
carry
problem.
more? For example, could we swoop down, grab an ogre, and throw him off the side? Is that a possibility?
It might be a possibility. One of the things that you're not remembering because you have never played this character, and I would assume that Ollie would remember. I know Caleb would have remembered it from last week. You have a banner that you were given by
That's what I was gonna say.
Talus.
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
That if you were to display your banner, it basically proves to the castle that you're
Yeah,
part of the team.
we don't have to go
Right.
kill stuff like we have.
Right.
Okay, well, see,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
That's why
I
I'm telling you that.
I
you
was
don't know
waiting.
that.
I shall pull the banner out of my backpack and hold it aloft.
Okay. And so as they say, hey, who's going there? They see the banner and they're like, oh, okay, come on. They kind of wave you in, and you can hear because the towers are, from your perspective, this one would be higher, to your left. You can see these ogres kind of calling down, like waving them off. And you all are allowed to come over the parapets.
So was this a banner made by somebody as a disguise thing, or are we actually?
It's a legit banner.
Okay.
You were given this banner by basically a dissenting member of the cult.
Okay.
It's a long story. You have a previous relationship with this elf. She was a childhood friend. She's now a member of the cult, but not for the same reasons that the current cultists are. And basically, she agreed to help you all out.
She helped a brother out.
Yeah. So.
Makes sense.
So you're able to come across the walls. As you come over them, you can see that they're not clear, but they have kind of a blue hue to them. They look like they're cut from a blue stone, but it also reminds you of big blocks of ice. So
When you mean clear, meaning they're kind of transparent, or big
kind of
blocks
translucent,
Okay.
right? So you can't see through them.
It looks like frosted glass. Kind
Yeah, kind of a frosted glass.
Okay.
That's not a bad way to
describe it.
describe it. You all are able to come over the walls. They're about 30 feet high, and you end up descending and landing in what we'll call the main courtyard, or the lower courtyard. Again, you see the towers. There doesn't seem to be anybody particularly nefarious, obviously at you. You can see that there are some workers. There are wagons kind of strewn about the lower courtyard. The lower courtyard is very, very large. In fact, I will
Mind.
bring out a
I
map.
was going to give you the dry erase marker.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is disgusting.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on that one.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be helpful, but
All right.
Oh, that looks serious.
So this is the entire map. It'll show you stuff that normally you haven't seen yet, but it is a castle. So other than the interior spaces, you will notice this. It's big. Now, I will explain a couple of things here. This is the thing. Each square here is 5 feet. This is the lower courtyard. When I talk about how big this is, I'm talking about, the walls are 30 feet vertically. You've just come across basically where these things are, and you've landed here. Okay? But you can tell this is easily a couple of 100 feet across, 100 yards by 200 yards, right?
Okay.
Now, this is the side view, so it gives you an idea. These are those two towers. You flew through these two towers. You landed down in here. There's an upper courtyard, which you did not see on your way in.
Can we see it now?
It's
though?
too foggy. You would probably see this spire right here,
Okay.
but you wouldn't really be able to see up into this. You're effectively inside of a cloud,
That's
for lack of a better description. The castle is kind of pseudo entombed.
Okay, so
in a-
it says
in a
this is
cloud.
the upper courtyard. So
This is the top
map,
down. This
of
is the
the
top
map.
down of this section.
and this
This
little
is the. I'll tell you. This right here
Mhm.
is this rock sticking out,
Okay.
right? These two towers right here are these two towers right here. This tower is this tower. This tower is this tower. Right?
thing. This little thingy is that this tower right here.
Yes.
Okay. This is a big place.
Okay. It's a very large place. So just pay no attention to some of the rooms. I mean, it's not stuff you know yet. And then this is the interior. This is a pseudo flat version. There is lots of up and down in this because this is the 3D version of this. So it gives you some ideas of stuff. It's a really really big place.
Always
Looks
got
like
fresh
ant
air.
tunnels.
Say what?
It looks like ant tunnels.
It does. It looks a lot like ant tunnels, and maybe like a stomach and secondary digestion and a poop track.
So it's a cow,
yeah. It's like
double stomach.
Cow in the sky.
But cow's got like 4 stomachs.
anyway.
Cows are weird, man.
So you all land. As you crest the top of the walls and kind of come into land, the first thing you notice is that the breeze you were feeling while you were, that additional breeze, once you fall below the walls, the air is mostly still.
So there's like some
Seems
sort
like-
of magic shell thing trying to keep like a normalized climate then?
You can interpret that however you want.
Okay.
Just saying that the wind seems to be greatly reduced, and you really don't have a particularly strong feeling that you're even moving.
Kind of like if you're sitting on the earth or moving, but you don't feel that you're moving.
It's close to that. It's more like
Chandler.
what I'm saying is it's
What,
more
Joe?
like if you were on a large boat, right? If you're on a really large ship, you may not notice that you're moving unless you think about it and you go, "Yeah, I think I can feel something." If that makes
Right.
sense. So it's more like being on a really large boat.
Okay.
It's not that there's no motion that you can feel. It's just
Some sense.
it's not disorienting. It's not like trying to knock you off your feet or anything like that. Obviously, the mass behind this is very great.
Yeah.
So you land in the lower courtyard. There's great big arches of ice that you can kind of see, but it's only lightly obscured. I'll read this text. Walls of solid ice enclose this courtyard. There's another courtyard that partially overhangs, and it is held aloft by sweeping arches of ice that soar to a height of over 100 feet. Doors of sculpted ice fitted with iron hinges seem to lead to various outbuildings and a main keep on the far side of the courtyard from the gate towers. So, need everybody roll perception.
What's my perception?
Could it be performance?
No, sorry, it's the other B word. This is just
I rolled and I didn't even pay attention to what I got because I was typing.
14 team.
you have 14.
20. 17.
What I like.
We don't have bonuses for
6.
perception, right? It's just a straight roll.
Well, it's whatever you have
Yeah.
on your bonus.
Well, yeah. I don't have a bonus, I don't think.
Tragic.
For
I
what did
rolled
you say it
17.
was? I'm sorry.
Perception.
For
Perception.
perception. Okay.
Yeah, nothing. So 17 for me.
No, just 20.
Ah, that's tragic. Just
Okay.
a natural 20, but it's a check, so it doesn't matter.
You rolled a natural 20?
Si, senor.
And fire comes out. You're thinking so hard.
You accidentally melt the front gate.
So
Yeah.
one of the things that you notice is way off in the distance. You kind of squint your eyes and you kind of look. You can see that there's an opening. Of course, you can see it on the map, but across there you can see that there's a small gap in the ice that leads to a spiral staircase. You can kind of see that there's an extra something over there that doesn't have a door on it.
Okay. And only I see that?
You're the only person that was well enough to see it.
Okay.
There was no gate here.
You flew over the gate.
Okay, but the
And
gate's closed there and hanging out.
Yeah, the portcullis is down. If you were to look behind you, you'd notice that the portcullis is down and the drawbridge is up.
Oh, so we can't see through it. Okay.
Yeah, you can't see through it.
That's what I didn't know.
Do I see anybody standing guard near the spiral?
No, you don't see anybody over there.
Okay.
You see there's some people milling about.
Okay.
You know, there's a few people walking in the courtyard.
Right.
When you landed with your banners up,
Mm-hmm.
so a few people kind of watched you come over and they saw the banner flying and they seem to have kind of looked at you and kind of turned around and gone back to their. They tend to be minding their own business. You don't have anybody that's
Let's find a place to tie these bad boys
coming
up.
to
Yeah.
mess with you. You notice that there are there to the left side. That's where the stables are.
The bike racks.
And so when you land, you see a guy from the stable go, bring him over here, and kind of waves you over, and you're able to walk
Put
your
my
wyverns
wings
over
away
there.
just to make sure he doesn't think I'm someone's mount.
Okay, nobody wants to mount you.
You never know.
Well, that is true. You never know.
Need I remind you of the poop pit?
I remind you of the poop pit. So as you open the double doors, they're 20 feet. I mean, the doors are like on everything here is gigantic. So like the doors are 20 feet high, and they're on these big rollers, and they roll around. They make they're 60 feet wide when you get there. I mean, they're just enormous, like airplane hangars. And as the trainer kind of opens up, he's like, "Bring him here." You kind of catch this stink of like rotting flesh and dragon droppings and just general filth that would kind of
I'll turn away
Quite
from that.
pungent.
make you
Mhm.
yeah. And
Cleanser.
as you look in there, there's like broken bones that have been kind of half gnawed and things like that. So there's little bits of meat and old flesh and stuff that's sitting.
And because
in
I'm
there.
an elephant, I smell it more because I get the good nuts.
So
Stick
As
some
you-
wax up there.
as you bring them to him, he grabs them and he puts the other two wyverns in there. You notice that there's already 2 in the stable, so there's a total of 4 now.
Do the other 2 wyverns also have 2-person saddles on them, or do they have saddles?
Are you gonna walk in there?
And I'm on the back of the thing. I guess so.
Well, I'm just saying I don't know how you're
Like,
discounting.
I'll pop my head in just.
Okay. As you look in, you can see the other 2 wyverns aren't currently saddled, but you notice that there are saddles on racks, and there's 4 of them, but they're much nicer than the saddles that you just rode on. These seem to be inlaid with, semi-precious stones, some jade, some turquoise, and the bits seem shinier than like normal metal.
So they're meant for.
You're not
fancy.
sure if they're platinum or gold or what they are, but they seem to have bridles with kind of precious metals.
They're made for the important people. I'll walk by now because my elephant nose makes me want to vomit in there. It's stanky.
Yes, you've had run-ins with bad breath before.
Again, I don't understand any of this. What?
That's fine.
Did I not brush my teeth or something one morning?
No, it's the girl that you kind of got sweet on. She didn't brush hers.
That's what nose plugs are for.
All right.
Such a big nose plug for him.
Yeah, like 2 big giant corks.
He uses a pine cone to block the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
My
Actually,
magic
yeah.
pine
Your,
There you
your feet
go. I know I
long.
have a magic pine cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just takes them, like, kind of twists them in there so they kind of grab.
I screw them in.
They block smells. So you can't smell them.
No, I smell the fresh forest. That's what I smell. Pine.
Oh, that's right, the magic pine cone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, you all can go put your stuff in the barracks, and starts to close the doors.
Where's these barracks at?
Well,
Okay.
you wouldn't know.
Where are?
I mean, I'm
Oh.
assuming-
Right.
But we're supposed to know, because we're one of them.
And he learns how the game works. So he just ignores you. He's like, pulling stuff closed.
Shoot. Hot dang.
So who's saying look?
Yeah, who's gonna lead us to the barracks? Because I
Well,
don't.
it's in Ollie's character to just walk around like he owns the place.
Really? Well, I'm gonna do a 180, and I'm gonna see a building across from me, and I'm just gonna march right up to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna act like it's my own house. I'm not even gonna like act. Okay, I mean, this is my place. Like I'm going there.
Okay.
Overconfident, even.
Okay. So your 180
Mm-hmm.
takes you into a room that has a bunch of bunk beds in it.
Okay.
And there are when you walk in, the first thing you notice is that it smells like basically a teenager's bedroom. It's
gross.
like unwashed bedclothes. It just
In the
it's
pine
just kind
cones
of-
go.
It's just kind of it's kind of that festering sweat, like you haven't really like dirty socks, kind of a.
I've got the
kind of a smell.
Steve.
Oh.
Thanks for telling me that
There's-
that's the thing it does.
Oh, no problem.
You quickly see that there are about 14 beds and chests that you would assume have clothing and things in them. There's a table and chairs. There's other. It's a giant room.
Well, since I'm in there first,
And there are, you notice that there are 5 guys sitting on their beds, like
do they got burgers and fries with them?
polishing swords and stuff. And there's another 5 guys that appear to be asleep in the beds. So there's 10 guys in there.
So there's 4
Five are
unused
awake.
beds.
Yeah, 5 are awake, 5 are asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna inspect the 4 beds and pick the one that looks the least like it's gonna give me an STD.
So as you walk up to a bed, this will mean things to the other guys. Is anybody following him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I followed him.
Okay. So the 2 of you notice that these are and it means more to you, Thylak. These are 10 dragon wings. So you can tell that these are not your. They're not your everyday,
Fireball!
guys walking around.
These are the big boys.
We got them all in one place. Let's do it now.
No.
Where's the sorcerer? Get in here.
Well, these are, the dragon wing is kind of like the next, and they're not just cultists, right?
Right.
They're kind of the next.
The next
next
rung
level
on
up. And
They're the true believers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
the first one's like, "Hey, what are you doing in here? What's going on? I wasn't expecting anybody else."
Joe, are you gonna want to talk, or does Ollie need to act like he owns the place?
You do you.
That one.
Your talker is right here.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And you're not
Yeah,
in here
the
with
Hoard
us.
is the talker.
But you're not in here with
Sometimes
us.
Dave magically makes it to remember. It works out wonderful. I think it's hilarious.
This
This is
well,
you.
Well, we just flew in from. What's the name of the town?
Parnest.
Parnast? We just flew in from Parnast on a couple of wyverns they had in the stable. They let us borrow them. We flew up here and we just put them in the hangar. I don't know. Can't think of the word stable. Sorry.
The hanger.
I like hanging.
I like the hanger. I
I
like
like
that. I like the hanger.
Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Shoot, please let elephant.
Nope. He is not charismatic.
I have a +4 to persuasion.
That's surprising.
Wow.
That's a 19, so 23 total.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Remember, Michael doesn't use his stats.
so he goes,
I'm not
Ah.
Michael.
oh, I thought when
I
we
know.
pushed
I'm
off,
telling Jordan. Remember, Michael
Yeah.
is more impressive than we think.
he goes, oh, I thought when we pushed off, everybody was on board. We were told that we were making a leave. Everybody's on that had to be on, and everybody else didn't matter. So, okay, sounds good enough to me.
I was late.
He's,
We all had hangovers.
he's like,
We were a little late to the party.
okay, well, I'm sure Resmir will take care of you and your hangovers if obeying and being on time becomes a problem.
I'm just gonna
All right.
nod silently.
Those 4 end bunks, nobody wants to be by the door, so guess that's the short straw you drew.
So which one looks like it's not gonna give me an STD?
I'm sure none of them will actually give you an STD, but all of them will probably make
Called
you-
STIs, actually.
Oh, sorry, Mr. BSN.
So, okay, so pause. So really, that's an STI?
Yep, they changed it.
Yes.
Because they're
It's an
infections.
infection.
Oh, I thought they were diseases.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
When did they
Not
change it?
anymore.
Huh.
2019, man.
Yeah,
Yesterday?
I'm just.
I was like,
you gotta
I'm just
accept
saying
it now.
yeah.
Yeah, I sexually identify as a toaster. I'm sorry. I just have to break it to you guys now.
What, you're going to pop up on us later? Please don't do that.
Pop up in the morning. Other days I identify as a fruit roll up. Those are the good days.
All right, so at least these guys don't seem to have
Distrust
made,
us.
well, not obviously, and not with the persuasion that high.
Sure.
So, what would you like to do?
Let's all go for a long rest.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's afternoon.
Well, there's people sleeping right now.
We
You're
need
right.
an afternoon nap. I mean, flying on these things.
do we have eye shades?
I'm happy to give you a short rest.
That resets all
Twilight
your
can long
spells.
rest any time of day.
Yeah.
Yeah, old man.
He just like stroke out.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Just stroke out.
He's got intermittent narcolepsy. He switches it over whenever he's
No,
falling.
you guys saw me stroke out.
Yeah.
What was I doing? I was looking through my owl.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
All the time.
If he looks to his owl, he kind of goes, because he can't see on his normal eye. Roll back in his head. You don't know what he's doing. You think he's sick.
He just looks possessed. The power of Christ compels.
like a little bit of drool comes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one edge of your mouth droops more than the other. Like,
So yeah, it really does look like a stroke.
Extra strokey.
Yeah.
Captain.
So there seems to be only 4 beds available. So
Is there anything on the
That's
floor?
what I
Like
was thinking.
like a
too,
like a
something like that
cot?
happened.
Is it
I
just
can take.
straw on the
You
floor?
can take a short rest just sitting doing nothing.
yeah, you don't have to be in a bed. Take a short rest. That's what I'm saying.
Dude.
If anybody wants a short rest, happy to give you a
I
short
mean, I'll short rest, but I can't. I don't
we
know what
could-
it'll change because
Just-
I don't.
Yeah.
I'll go
He'll-
push the button. It says
And then you want me to refresh the page?
in a moment.
I have like 2 things that I can use. Plus, we can always roll hit die during this
To get help.
if you
if I
need to get some
Oh,
help.
yeah, sure. Why
yes,
not?
I should probably.
You'll
do
also get an extra D6 from my bardic song of rest because I'm gonna be rehearsing. I'm gonna lazily play while I'm reading a book at the same time.
Because you're that good.
There you go. So we get a D6 no matter what with...
As long as you spend one hit
hit
die, you get to add a D6 to it.
Okay, Chandler, roll a d6.
Where's my D6? There it is.
Or no, you get. Sorry,
So like a D10 and a D6.
is this hit die d10?
I don't know. Let me check.
I don't know. Because I don't run this character.
Do you have his thing open?
Yeah.
Should be able to hit short rest, and it'll come up with this
Oh yeah.
stuff to the
So
side.
you need to roll 2d10.
He gets 2?
And a D6 because of Jordan.
Yes. It doesn't overheal, does it?
Okay, so that's an 8, a 9, so 17 plus a 2 is 19 health.
Is he all paladin? That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's
Yay.
Sweet.
Hey, I'll be close to full health again.
you are full health.
I was at
You
46.
spent 2 of your.
I needed 21 to full heal.
I know, and you
This
got
was-
22. What'd you do?
I had a 9, an 8, and a 2.
Right?
That's
So it's 19
Right?
9 and 8.
plus 2 from your D6.
Right. And then it's plus 3, because you have a plus 3 when you do that.
Ah,
It's d10 plus 3.
I didn't get told that. So I thought that you didn't hear me.
All right. So
So you're back to full health.
Yay.
I'm fine.
Anybody else spend a hit dice?
I did.
Yeah, I unpierced my side.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, you kind of bandage yourself up. One of the dragon wings is like, what happened to you?
Eh. I was trying to get on the back of the wyvern. He wasn't happy. He poked me.
Noob. He makes fun of you a little bit.
I'd like to lazily play music while I'm reading the book.
Oh, okay. That's
Because
easy.
I need to read a book at some point. But I mean, just to sit there and pluck strings, because I have to do something for them to get the D6. So
Oh, I understand.
if I can play little melodies,
You play a little ditty for a while, and
like Andy McKee, you know, where he plays just.
you're just kind of cording out. You're just like doing.
What book are you reading over there?
Learn Draconic in 16 short hours.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Ollie knows what book it is. It is a book about Draconic. I don't really want everyone in this place to know that, just so you know. Hint, hint.
Ollie would not have asked him that out
Yeah.
loud. What are you reading?
I'm not saying
know.
I'm asking you. I'm asking Jordan as a general.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I'm not asking
like,
your
I'm just,
character.
like as a character, I'm like
What's
You
that?
gotta say meta.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
what's that
It's a
book?
songbook.
out of game. What book is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, man, I'm trying to sight read, okay?
So, there you go.
Yep, that's fine.
Draconic. I'm trying to learn it.
Yeah, my level 5 guy knows Dragon tongue. Draconic, whatever you want to call it. Special.
Okay.
Because I'm an elf. Elf, by the way.
All
I
right.
also short rested. I'm good to go.
All right.
Okay. You're here. It's up to you to ask questions, and
Yay! Free for
Depending-
all mode.
well, it depends on.
Oh, man, I don't-
Free for all.
I need a railroad.
I can railroad you, but you may not like it.
I'm not gonna wander off. I know that.
all
Well,
right.
I don't know how to play Ollie, so Ollie's
You're
gonna do
perfectly fine. Jordan's about to try and attempt some taquerinos, so we're gonna get this die heated to 20.
Okay.
You can do it.
Very cool.
Thanks. So, let's go have a discussion with the Haley boy. Which one is the guard that looks like he's most in check here for importance, since you were in here first?
Probably the guy who talked to me.
Actually,
Well, what?
What do you think?
I would probably know.
Go for
That's probably true. You would know you would probably be able to discern based on behavior or based on your previous military expertise which guy is. At least seems like he's got the most stripes on his sleeve.
Well, that in my family history.
Mm-hmm.
You're more than welcome to give me
Hint.
directionals.
It's that one.
Thanks.
This one right here.
It's this one right here.
Just point right at him. Grab his sleeve. This guy.
I
Ask
thought
this
you were
guy
pointing
questions.
at Dave. It's that one you talked to.
Well, on the
That's
stream, he
what I
pointed
thought.
to me, and I'm like, why would you talk to the elephant?
No,
He's pointing at me.
Well, when you look at the stream, he points like this way.
I'm just telling you. Trust me. The rest of us know what's going on.
ouch.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't been in this campaign ever.
Sorry.
My bad.
That's okay. Don't ruin your spoilers, because when you play it, it'll be enjoyable. All right, yeah. So I will go and talk to this dude about,
Chat him up a little bit.
chat him up a little bit, figure up guard rotations and where we are in the duty line. Duty.
Beauty.
So, he's like, well, I'm not sure where you fall, but I don't know you, so that would probably mean you're below me.
There's
Because
the desk.
you always know you're upstream. You don't care about your downstream. And he just says, during the day, there'll be workers out there moving cargo, putting it in the
Hanger.
putting it in the adding it to the Hoard, and we'll be underway for however long it takes us to get there.
Sorcerers are fun.
And
Jordan made a mini
I
campaign. Gave me a sorcerer.
probably wouldn't be out at night.
Joe can't hear anything.
Because he basically just says there's a vampire that lives here, and
Okay. Yeah, I was told about him.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need a roll performance.
Or would that be deception?
Just
Just being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take
I'll
performance because that's.
I'll take performance because you're kind of playing with
22.
wild magic. Okay. And he's like, yeah, well, yeah, I agree. Sometimes you can't tell.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what
like,
you're saying. It's like I get it,
Yeah.
but we all know not to be out at night because she's not a person you want to be on the wrong side of. And she lives here. The rest of us are just kind of visitors, and
Are any of my cohorts listening right now?
We're not supposed to go outside when it's dark.
Okay. I'm just wondering if any of you are listening
if
to
we're
my
close
conversation.
enough, then I would. But
Like,
if
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm within range of them to be hearing, or if I need to be shooting messages to people.
that's a good question.
Because I would imagine he's over here at this table.
Yeah, if you're sitting at the barracks, I mean, you're like 30 feet apart, so they
Okay.
might overhear something about nighttime or.
All right, I'll
I
just
mean, it's
shoot messages to Thylak to. Old man, don't go out at night.
Old man, don't go outside.
What?
He's
Someone
like,
say old man?
he's pretending to be asleep. Don't go out at night. Dracula.
Night bad. Day gone.
He's just in a dimension moment. Someone be there to help him. Just like, no, it's okay, Grandpa.
Okay.
Where's his CBD?
Someone get some warm water to put on his forehead.
No, you need a CBD tincture. That's what you need.
There you go. So,
Anywho,
he says, I don't know exactly how far it is to where we're headed, but
here it's
you know the
6 or 7 sessions.
the giant's in control. So, however fast he gets us there is however fast we get there,
I got you.
and we just got to be on alert.
Out of-
Anybody, any shenanigans?
Here you
Out
go.
of game. What do you mean? Is there a giant carrying this thing, or like?
We don't know. No
You know
idea.
That's
exactly.
totally in game. What are you?
Well, I didn't know if it was something that you knew already.
No, we literally
No.
know as much as you do. Like, we landed
this
on
point,
this
yeah.
thing. Yeah, we have no idea about this thing at all.
Okay.
We're letting his figure go.
So there's the giant.
That's why we let you lead the way to the barracks. We don't know anything.
The giant's in control.
Hey, I guess
So
right.
we'll get there whenever we
You
get
did.
there.
Good job.
I don't know how long we're gonna.
A DK intuition.
I don't know how long it's gonna take.
All right. How much longer till mess hall time?
Oh, probably a couple of hours.
Okay.
He's like, but don't worry about it. The kobolds will bring us our food.
Oh, sweet.
I mean,
There's
we don't-
one thing that kobolds are good for, right?
Yep, they're good slaves.
It's like you said, flows downstream.
Yep, flows downstream. I don't care about their name, but they all know mine.
And that happens to be...
I don't even know if it makes any difference.
Okay, good. Smith. We'll call him Smith.
Agent Smith.
Agent Smith, yeah. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Well, if you need anything, I know I'm downhill.
It's got to be an oracle around here somewhere.
There it does. I got red pills, I got blue pills. Whatever you need.
Yeah, if I need anything, I'll let you know.
Ever need some entertainment on this ship?
And when he was talking to you about the kobolds in the kitchen, he was basically, that's the room that's out that direction.
Yeah.
That's where the kobolds would be. But
It looks
they'll
like
bring
a
you.
kitchen.
I mean, he's like, there. If you want to hear, you can hear.
Not if we can't be found.
I can't ask that question.
So,
Okay. Good to know.
yep.
Time to go exploring.
Yep. I
Will?
look around.
I'm gonna follow Zadova because some reason.
I'm just sitting there.
I'm just sitting next to you, man. I'm twiddling my thumb.
Yep.
Or we.
You know, 'cause we don't know what's. I mean,
Yeah, you guys are just waiting on me.
yeah.
No, it's just
So I'll come back.
I'm going to nap.
Yep. We are getting that long rest after all.
It's a long rest after all. It's a long rest after all.
I wonder if we.
So yeah, I'll come back. Apparently we can't be out at night.
Oh, well, that works out.
Well,
Don't tell the DM.
Yeah.
So basically we have to kill like 7 hours
does anybody have a
without
pack
getting
of
in
playing
trouble.
cards? Does anybody have
Just
playing
sit here
cards?
for 7 hours.
I do not.
No, because we have to do something.
I have a
Dialect.
dragon chess set.
There we go. Let's just play chess for 7 hours. Get our intellect up.
Okay. It's not 4th edition.
Yeah, we don't have to learn those skills. Oh, could you?
You don't have to
imagine?
build your intellect build your brain by playing smart games.
That was a thing in 4E?
There was a lot of rules in 4E. Conditions and counter conditions, and you add a +1 to this, and he has this, but this is floating, and that's a -1. It took forever to do any kind of calculations. 4E was.
So we're just
I
saying
like
it's 5E is better.
Streamline. All right, let's go exploring. I say we check out this level and
Okay.
go around, see if we can be useful
Okay.
Yeah.
to the higher ups. So I will use Thylax's great elderly wisdom to pick out people I should chummy up to.
Okay. So as you walk outside, the barracks again, you just see what you normally would think of as workers. You know, worker level occultists, the people that you've often walked through, and you see them basically a few at a time. I mean, it's not like there's a horde of these guys, but they tend to walk back to those stairs in the back. They disappear for some
Carrying
period of
boxes?
time. Mm-hmm. And
Fine.
or sacks, you know, leather sack. Excuse me, sorry, like leather sacks full of goods. And
Is there anything
come back
printed
out.
on the boxes or sacks?
Not that is materially
Okay.
interesting.
Is there a bunch there that needs to be moved? As in, we should grab some and go?
Because if there's something there, I'll walk over and I'll just pick up a whole bunch of them and then walk back.
You probably could manage one thing considering the tightness of the doorways and things like that.
All right, because I also have to get my thing through. Yeah,
I mean, they're big.
Well,
Don't get me
I'll
wrong,
wait.
the doors are big. They're
I'll
tall, but they're
I'll
not
wait
necessarily that way.
for another little group to come out, and then when they come by, I'll ask, "Hey, do you want me to grab one?"
They're probably like, yeah, you look pretty strong. Go grab that big one.
Okay, I'll go grab the big one and follow them.
Okay.
I'll grab a sack and follow him.
Okay.
I'll grab my second.
Oh, yeah.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Yes. No, I'll grab one as well, and let's go
Let's go spelunking.
do this thing.
Okay, so
I'm assuming the whole group is going as one. Yes.
Yeah.
is everybody gonna grab something?
Or is he gonna, are you still napping?
I'll grab one.
We woke you up from your.
something.
We're sick of it.
I'll grab something.
Hey, Grandpa, you need to come grab a box.
Okay.
All right. So as you walk to the back, you go up some spiral staircases, or you go up a spiral staircase. Excuse me.
We're going.
The you walk up about 50 feet of stairs, right? Up just in a spiral staircase,
So we're like halfway
like
up.
5 stories.
So we're like halfway up there because you said that this thing in the thing was like 100 feet. So we're like halfway.
Yeah. So in the sideways, on the sideways tunnel, right? It would be like getting in here and walking up the spiral staircase to here.
Okay.
Okay, is about where it is. But there's not really an exit. So this is a misnomer. There's not like, you don't go up 50 feet and then immediately see a hole.
Yeah, there's just like a hole at the side, or you can keep going out.
Right. Because what you're doing, man, I really need a pointer.
Laser pointer.
All right, here we go. So you all are right here now. Okay? So you started here. You go up 50 feet. You're basically right here.
Yeah.
Okay?
So can I see down this hallway?
Yes. So you.
Because
can
I'm the
see-
first in the group, do I see like this?
Right, and so basically, as you get to this landing, you can see that you can go to the right, you can go to the left, and to the left goes both places have a slight downturn it's like you walk to a high spot and then it's like things slope away from you.
Okay.
This part, the distance from here to here is obviously like 70 feet, but it goes down like 30 feet.
Okay.
So you walk along back down, but this isn't stairs. This is
Just a
a slope. This one, this side has a more gentle slope
Okay.
than this side does.
Well, I'm just gonna
And
keep following.
the guy in front of you basically finishes here and heads this direction.
I'm just gonna follow him because I'm gonna
That's fine.
assume that he knows exactly what he's supposed to do, and if I do what he's doing, I'm not gonna get in trouble.
All right.
I'm assuming there's like some type of like fire or some kind of like way to light the path for them to be able to see.
There is a kind of a
Like sconces.
dim. It's not as dark as you would expect,
Okay.
because the walls seem to be glittery. So
Okay.
there are some oil lamps. And
Okay.
as you look on the side walls, there's a reflectivity,
Okay.
kind of a glitter that's all along this. I wouldn't say quite as much like a geode because that's like really glittery, but it's not.
Iridescent.
It's just maybe an iridescent reflectivity. They're just the inside walls have a little bit of pseudo mirror finish that makes the light seem like there's more there than what's actually lit.
Okay.
It just reflects easily, and so you can see down as you walk toward the room. Hold on, let me get to that page because there's so many pages. In fact they're because it's generally ice, right? So but it's not transparent. It's more like it's almost like it glows,
Right.
right? It's like the light can go through it, but it's hard, right? It's not black. Like it's not like it's underground.
Is there any strange, like, as we're walking through all this, and I'm assuming all the walls that we've seen so far, in the tunnels are like this? Or is there any kind of strange light out of the normal that we're seeing kind of coming through at all?
There's not strange light, but
Okay.
you notice as because you're obviously you're trying to like pay attention.
Right.
The thing you do understand, or the thing that you notice is that there is kind of a frost coating on the floor. So as you're walking, it's not silent. You're kind of crunching like if you walked out onto the grass in the morning of the morning frost. It kind of makes a crunching sound under your feet. And there was one place that kind of caught your eye, and there's just a coin. It looks like it's just in the wall somewhere. You can't really tell how far away it is because you can touch the wall and you know it's in the wall. But it's just there. I mean, it's not even. I mean, you don't like. I don't even know how far away that is, but you can kind of see it, just sitting in the wall.
A coin.
A coin. Yeah, just like it just exists in the
So
wall.
we just see it in general.
That's just something you notice.
I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything descriptive on the coin?
No.
No.
No, not like that.
Okay.
But you're noticing that there's a thing in the wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know, there's an object, and as you continue to walk, you see other objects in the wall. You can't necessarily make them out exactly yet.
Okay. And it's just something I noticed.
You're the one asking what you
Right.
see.
Does
Okay.
it look like the oil lamps that are near the walls? Does it look like the like fire has kind of melted away some of the ice near it? Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't appear that the temperature change from an oil lamp is material.
Changing anything. Oh, okay.
It doesn't strike you as being a material difference
Okay.
in temperature.
So like magic.
So, are you all gonna go into this main hall? The guy in front of you does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just.
Yeah.
I would imagine we're just gonna. I'm gonna follow every.
Yeah.
Great. So as you walk in there, you notice there's basically this giant cavern of ice. It's very glittering, kind of a glittery wall, but they're really jagged. So you came out of what was kind of a more hewn tunnel into a very jagged ice wall, cavern with just jagged walls. There are big hanging icicles the size of stalactites. I mean, just these big, giant hanging ice spikes. It appears that there's 2 levels. You're like a big overarching ceiling, and then you're down in kind of a lower pit. And then on one side, there's a sheer kind of cliff that comes up, and it looks like there's a flat space up there. Maybe 30 feet above you, right, is this flat ledge.
So we're like here. And you're talking about right here.
Yep, there's this big ledge, about 30 feet above you.
Okay.
I wonder what could be up there.
And where you are, you're basically standing on, as you walk in, you're standing on open treasure. There's just piles of it. And the guy in front of you basically goes in and, sets it down and, takes a crowbar and crowbars the top of the thing and just dumps it out. And
Well, since I'm an elephant, I'm just gonna rip the top off of mine, just to show off. I'm just gonna take my hand, just rip it off.
Okay, roll strength.
Okay.
Let's see how good this does.
That's a 15 plus whatever my strength modifier is.
Yeah, that'll work. So you just barehand it, you just like, "Bah!" and tear it apart. And the guy's like, yeah. Kind of comes over and tries to give you fist bumps.
I'm just gonna my bag open
Well, here,
and empty
here.
it out.
Okay.
Oh,
Show- give me performance.
mom's texting me asking where I am.
You should have told her. What'd you do?
Well, I didn't think I would be here because
That's
Michael
a-
was supposed to be
That's
here.
a 30.
Yeah. What'd she
There
say?
you go.
She said, "Hey, I'm home. Where are you?" I replied, "I'm at D&D with Dad."
You should have told her.
I didn't know I was gonna be here. I thought I was just gonna
I know.
stop by for.
Once you did that, you should have told her. So,
They don't even make a sound as they hit. Just
oh yeah, you kind of do this swirl and this big ornate arm swirling, and then you just perfectly lay it out, and it makes this little ting 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 ting, almost like like the
string.
sound of a one-armed bandit. You know, like ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
You can hear all the points
Yeah.
going out. All right. So I need everyone to roll perception. It's not hard. I just need everybody to do it. I want to know who notices first.
I noticed last.
15.
15,
17.
17,
13.
13.
17.
Okay, so everyone notices except you.
Heck yeah.
So what you do is you're sitting there going ting 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 ting, and
Oh,
as
yeah.
you turn around, you notice that everyone else is looking up.
ting 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 ting. Back to the.
And you notice that the look on their face is one of a little dumbstruck, a little awestruck.
Is it a dragon?
Clinging to the ceiling above you, with its wings tucked in and its claws gripping the ice, is a huge white dragon.
So from the
Ting 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 ting.
so when you say huge, do
No
you mean
longer the
like
coins.
actually size, like the huge size in the game?
Let me re-verify that. I do believe that is
Is this glass
So-
hail?
true.
Is this
Is it-
Cosmel?
Glass hail?
It is huge. Yes, it is exactly who you think it is.
It's a bad boy.
So that's so knowing that information, what do you do?
I do whatever the other guys are doing.
She's gonna go tingle 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 tingle.
Is the only cultist.
I stand there and I just gawk at what I'm staring at, and
What's the relationship?
I walk. So we're all just within entry of the cabin, right?
So you're all like right here on the edge, right? And he is right here. He's in the middle.
Okay, in the center. Okay.
Up above you.
And there's only one cultist near us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's just the one that came with you.
Okay. Is he leaving or is he gawking as well?
He's not gawking.
Okay,
He's
he's
kind
just
of doing
left.
his thing. He's like, what?
Well, so it's who I think it is. Because I've
You
got
tell
two.
me.
I don't know. Okay, so to verify, I guess I will walk up to somebody and somebody who looks like they're in charge.
Okay, well, there's nobody here that looks like in charge. You've got to. You've
It's
got
us
to.
and one other cultist.
You've got a
It's
peon
it's
sitting
you've
next
got
to
a
you.
peon
also.
dumping treasure.
Do I holler out, hey?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
And he
Just
goes,
kidding.
But
Hey yourself. And he kind of gets a grin on his face.
Okay.
The dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
You opened your mouth.
Of course I did.
shit, there's a dragon on the ceiling.
Glad
Like
you.
I'm just now noticing this.
Thanks
After
for
he
joining
talks.
us. I'm glad you joined us.
Oh, yo.
Well, he's been sitting there playing with his.
Yeah,
Coins.
I dumped those out in fashion for you. Let's get the hell out of here.
He goes. Of course you did for me. That's what everyone here does. Of course, we're all serving the mother. I'm doing my part, and I'm glad to see that you are as well, little one.
Anything else you need me to get you? I can wrestle up a dead body as I point to the cultist. And, you know, anything you need, let me know.
And he kind of grins a little smile, bigger. You'd see his teeth. And he goes, "Food is the quickest way to my heart."
Just stab the dude next to me.
Here you go.
And roll initiative.
Oh, really?
I would not actually do that, but
I know you wouldn't do that because
that's not my character
that's
though.
not your character.
Would
So-
Ollie do that? What, with her mind?
No.
Nope.
It would
Ollie
just-
Ollie would know.
that
Ollie has already had his run-ins with dragons.
This
and he
is
knows
when
how
I
to-
wish I was a murder hobo because I'd be like, all right, here you go. All right,
Can you remember Kier?
let me see what I can get you. I'll be back in a minute. I'm
And
gonna.
he goes, "You should have known to bring me something. Are you stupid? You talk to me and you don't bring me a gift." And he starts. He kind of.
Come on down,
Now
bro.
he's looking upside down at you.
He's hanging from the
He's
ceiling.
hanging from the ceiling.
Oh. Wait.
You got
I got it. Boom. I still have that peppermint from the very beginning of the game. Talking about saving my bacon.
You have all those things.
What?
Never mind. Go ahead. You're
We don't talk about those things right now.
fine. Okay.
That's for bribery. This is just
Okay.
I can't reach you.
They're
But
trying to give him a peppermint.
this thing's real good. I would say for after a meal, get these like breath
So
freshener.
you're the meal, and then that's
He's getting- and you hear him. He has a real low, rumbly laugh. Oh, young one,
I prefer
You-
peanuts.
you flatter yourself.
Just gonna set it over here. Then I just like put it on an icicle that like a jagged part that's sticking out.
Okay.
I'm
Leave it
gonna,
there for him.
I'm gonna lean over and say, he prefers Andy's mints.
He's an Indian guy. Especially the guy.
I don't
They're
have any of
named Andes.
those. Alright, I gotta.
He doesn't. He likes Andes. He doesn't necessarily like mints. He
Yeah.
just wants to eat anybody named Andy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Where's our murder hobo?
yeah.
It is done for.
Okay, so you're gonna head out.
I'm just gonna set my mint there. I don't know what else
understand.
we're doing. Yeah.
Has the other peon started to walk out already?
Oh, he's sort of like, don't engage this guy. It's like,
I don't
thank
like-
you. We're here. We're just serving. We're here to do your will. We're not here to bother you. And he just kind of says, come on, guys. And so he kind of like, he starts walking out. Like,
I'm gonna follow him and probably go pick up more treasure. I'm just trying to kill time.
okay.
And then,
I really don't
You want to
like it.
kill it so bad, don't you?
Well, I mean, I don't see him as evil.
Okay, so when we're going down the stairwell, can I grab the guy and snap his neck? Just like
Not something your character would do.
I'm a paladin, of course I can't do that.
Correct. So.
Darn.
Could, but there would be
Do
consequences.
you have petty power?
Do you have belly power? Alright, let's go.
You
I
gotta
mean,
watch
King-
out for the Malibu goo.
Mm-hmm.
That dragon.
Yeah.
Malibu goo.
Those fights
You
were fun,
acted,
though.
Pandora, you acted like you wanted to say something.
well, I was going to tell everybody that this is Glasshail. I believe this is Glasshail, one of the dragons that Talus told us about.
And he hears you and goes, ha ha ha, young woman. Of course that's who I
Oh, then you don't even.
am. You know Talus?
We ran into her previously, and
Go on.
we just happened
Oh, who's
to be
Scrooge?
here now because this is where we're trekking to. So
Well, that's very interesting. He goes, I am rather fond of Talus. But that's because she was rather fond of me.
I'm gonna.
She knew her place when it came to how to talk to me. She knew the polite way to approach someone as grand as I am. Knowing how frail and feeble people like you are, she at least understood how to respect those of us with real power and grandeur. She knew who needed to be worshipped.
we do recall the fact that she was very fond of white dragons.
White dragons?
I'd
You
like
must mean me.
Yes.
I'd like to hit her up with a message
Mhm.
and be like, "Hey, now would be a great time to mention that she wants Resmir's spot and that he's failing at his job, and he should probably go check in with Talus and then tell him the location." Message received.
Okay. and I will pass it on.
And he says, "Oh, the workings of the cult are beneath me. I'm here to serve my queen. I'm here to have you serve me. So as long as we have that relationship set forth, we'll be fine."
Post haste.
Well, it is good to meet you. These are my friends.
As long as he
And
knows that Rezmir's trying to screw him over, right? Like, the cult and ultimately the Dragon Queen.
He just knows that Rezmir is screwing over Talus. I mean, that's what you communicated to her. That's what I heard you communicate to her, that she said you wanted to say.
Can we side talk?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be a good idea to like we just met, to like go over into detail with everything right now, or do you think?
No, we should probably not go.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I would just say, it's good to meet you. We are all friends, and we're glad to be here at Skyreach. And
Skyreach.
or
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Dang, son.
I was like, what am I saying? And is this where you usually are?
For now, this is the service that is required of me by my queen. I hope to see her return in all of her glorious power. Now I guard the treasure that will eventually be hers. That is my humble duty. And it is your humble duty to serve me in that process.
Well, we can see about doing that. It's good to meet you and to know where you are.
You may leave now.
Enjoy your peppermint as I walk out the door. I hope he eats it.
And enjoy your peppermint, your departing gift.
He goes,
You don't know what it's like. One. This guy over here thinks he's so cool because he can hang from ceilings.
He
Did
has
you
a
try to
finer
speak to him in
taste.
Draconic? You're
I
like
don't know.
broken Draconic.
I'm drunk.
You like accidentally say like, "You're an asshole." As you're greeting him.
Farnak, Fariknak, Hulamtas. And he's like, my mother was a hamster.
And your father smelled the film. Alright.
Such a good movie.
Let's be on
Sorry,
our
I'll
way.
leave it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab more treasure.
Okay. So you can make some.
I'm gonna couple
Make
more
a treasure.
trips.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will continue to rip open the boxes each time because why not? Do you want me to make more rolls to see if I just screw up?
No, that's fine.
Is
Warn
there still
myself.
only like one cultist that's like coming with us?
There's some other ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Probably
there's
passing in the halls.
you're just
Okay.
passing them as you go up and down the stairs and things like that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm on call, so I have to look
No,
and
you're
see
good.
what this stuff is.
Surprised nobody's in chat.
I know.
Why is the chat not dark mode? Is the real question.
Because then we can't see it as easily. All right, so it's up to you. But yes, that is.
So is reading.
Who cares about reading? When you look at the screen, you're blinded, and you can't read.
Are you gonna look in any of the other tunnels, or are you just gonna go directly here, or not?
I mean, I
or-
think-
Well,
It'd be a
so
good
so we're
idea.
going up this thing right here, right?
I need to
Yes.
potty.
Yeah,
So
you're going.
as I come
You're
back
going
down,
up and down this set of stairs.
Mhm.
The path you've taken so far is up and down this set of stairs to here
okay.
and over here to the Hoard.
Well, let's say as I've taken up this like my third box of treasure, and I'm coming back,
Mhm.
I see a kobold come out with a plate of food, and I see like a drumstick of something.
Mhm.
I'm gonna snatch that bad boy.
Okay.
Cause I mean I want something to munch on, man. I'm walking up and down stairs.
Okay. Yeah, you probably would do that, and then he would kind of like, and he kind of barks at you, and I believe he understands Draconic, don't you?
I
No, you don't. So you have this kobold kind of giving you a pseudo.
So I
sunglasses.
might
You
have
don't
just messed up real bad.
you don't know what he's telling
That's
you.
that's going to my superior. And I
He's
just always
not.
yeah.
He's
I'm
not
gonna get
happy.
clapped.
I just know he's not very happy with you.
Hey,
Is he with me?
do I know the draconic word for cheese yet?
For cheese,
Yeah.
roll a d20.
Well, that's 17.
17.
But it wasn't in the thing, so that's a 10.
I'll take a 17.
Okay.
I mean, the way it is.
I would have a 10.
What do you think?
Either that or I can ask Derek for the word for cheese if I don't know it. Either
you-
way, I'm
are
going to
you-
figure out the word
Are
cheese.
you gonna ask for ham and cheese sandwich?
No, I just want cheese.
I just want cheese.
Hold on.
You just want a
I
block.
want to see if you. I want to see
You
if
want
you.
a
Fair enough.
wheel of
Yeah.
Swiss
So
or
give me
a
a
wheel of Parmesan.
There you go.
Yeah, he's eaten a ridiculous amount of cheese. Like it's stupid.
I love me some cheese.
So does he have like a wheel of Parmesan in his
In
backpack?
Celestial Plain, we have greatest cheese of all.
What kind of cheese is it?
It's Celestial cheese.
So it's
Yeah, you probably know cheese.
space cheese.
Boom. Cheese me.
To one of the
Yeah.
kobolds.
The
Kobold.
slaves.
Since
Yeah.
we're kind of in the same, do I know what the kobold said to him?
Yeah, you might know what he said.
Okay.
Can you tell me what he said?
Well,
You would just laugh.
okay. Okay.
So I'm not in trouble.
Not trouble. He basically
Hey,
tried to
you-
insult you.
Giant elephant.
yeah.
Make up something with a couple of colorful metaphors, and it's probably what he said.
Works for me.
And yeah, you have a kobold come out, kind of muttering at you. You know, you can't really understand him,
Right,
but
but
he just has this like wedge, a cheese block, and he goes, and just kind of sticks it in your chest. Boom!
like, I'll break off a little piece.
And he just looks at you and shakes his head and walks off.
Then I'll just. Thank you. You thought I was gonna throw it at him.
Yeah.
You just
So
bang him
you're gonna
with
say
the
thank you in
cheese.
Draconic?
I'm gonna attempt to.
Okay.
If
Roll-
I know
roll
it.
a d20.
Tell him to just stuff it. That's a 14 plus whatever we're doing.
Okay.
Would be.
No, you didn't say thank you. It came out something like your mama. And you see him.
Thank your mom.
You see him. You kind of see him turn over and give you a look, and just kind of gives you a dirty look.
Oh,
Back,
it's-
like
Like, I'm so confident.
and he just looks at you like you're a jerk, and then you're like. So he does not know what to make of you.
He doesn't like you.
You're an interesting
Fellow.
You're an interesting fellow. What is it? You're an enigma.
I'll tell the kobold, you have to, ignore my friend here. He's a little bit special.
Both of them.
Yeah, so too.
I'm just hungry, man. What do you expect?
And
Leg of goat, delicious.
and you hear him kind of yip yap around, and he understood. It's like, yeah.
So do all the other workers know Draconic?
Most people in this area know Draconic.
So us not knowing Draconic is not a good thing.
Well, a few
There's
of us
3
know.
of us that do.
It's not bad. It's just you're dependent.
You're dependent. There's 3 people in your
It's
party
nice.
that know
Yeah.
Draconic.
Okay.
So more than half of you,
Yeah.
you don't want to be getting in some big Draconic argument alone. That's not a good thing.
Yeah. Some random guy walks up to me and starts screaming at me. Well, I'm just gonna look around. Like,
Yeah, I'm assuming we're doing another load or two.
yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm
But I wanna-
munching on my leg of
I
something.
think it'd be a good idea to go to the right.
You want to go you want to go out here or there?
Right, basically, right this way.
Okay. So you want to go down the gentler slope?
Yeah. I just want to see what's over there.
Well, let's go drop off this treasure because we're already downstairs. Let's drop off
Yeah.
the thing of treasure, and then as we're walking back, we'll just walk through and go down the right slope.
Yeah.
That way,
Okay.
we're not just walking up there with treasure. Because maybe somebody sees us with treasure walking the wrong way,
Yeah.
we might get a.
Yeah.
Not a bad thought.
I want to see if he ate my peppermint.
Okay. He hasn't yet. He's still sticking. He's hanging on the ceiling.
That peppermint's gonna be stuck there forever.
So one of the things that you notice
Fly back to the end
as,
of the campaign.
as you walk down these tunnels, you notice that there are, and I'll tell you, a little different than Pandora. You're noticing that there are things definitely there in this ice.
Mm-hmm.
These are not just pure ice walls.
Okay.
You notice that sometimes there'll be like a piece of armor just stuck in the wall, or a random dagger. And as you walk through, then you see like what you would think is a chicken, just
In the ice.
just frozen in the ice.
Okay.
You come across, a kobold. Just they're just
You got
frozen in the
Captain
walls.
America.
Oh wow.
They're back in there. They're not like right here, like chip,
Right.
and I can peel them out. I mean, they're
Right.
they're in the wall.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
you notice that there are things in these walls. They're not,
Normal.
they're not normally what you'd expect.
Hmm.
And everywhere you walk
Reinforcements.
is this crunch. You haven't walked anywhere. Once you get to the stairs, all of the stairs and all of the tunnels inside have this frost crunch to them. So, and you can hear it you can hear other people walking around, crunch, 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 crunch.
Okay.
crunch. So you can hear motion inside of it.
Well, let's go back down that hall. We dropped off our treasure.
And as you
Peppermint's still there.
as you walk down this hall, you kind of do some exploring. You see that it comes out. You can get into this part of the chamber and walk around. You can see that all these tunnels are kind of connected, right? They're kind of all over, and they go down and then they go back up, and so you're walking up and down different slopes,
Right.
but you're everywhere you go, you can kind of, if you're not careful, you get kind of turned around. You're like, where am I again? And then as you get to this exit right here, that is actually an exit to the outside world.
Oh wow.
It's just like
Straight
there's
out.
a hole and there's like a small little ledge, and it's just a face. I mean,
Oh,
it's
wow. Just drops off.
it kind of goes off into Neverland.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, it looked like there were some just straight drop-offs,
Yeah, there are a couple of ways out that.
like metagaming looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you find places where if you were to jump, the next thing you'd hit is the ground.
Yeah.
Would you take a tumble?
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
All right. Well, guess we want to go back the way we came. Try to put some treasure on the other side and walk through the other hallway.
Through this one over here?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I mean,
We go get some more treasure and do the same thing.
okay. Is there like a limit to the treasure, or is it just like a massive pile that we need to bring up?
Roll investigation.
Because if we're getting pretty low, then we need to.
What do you mean that you're bringing up into the thing?
Yeah, like how much more treasure down below? Because if
There's
we're gonna...
wagons of it.
Okay, then
Yeah, we got days of unloading.
Yeah, there's days of unloading.
that was my question.
I thought you were asking about the treasure that was inside the
Oh no!
that you're
I mean, I may as well ask that too. Let's
That's
just
years of unloading.
let's just see. That's a 10 plus a something.
I have
For
a
what?
great distraction.
Just see just how much treasure's in the room.
is in the room.
What you thought I
Treasure
asked?
room.
While you're in there, I mean, a cursory glance, just a cursory glance. This is more coinage than you've probably ever seen. There's in excess of 1 million coins.
Million individual coins of
Yeah.
of random value.
Well, they're copper, silver, and gold. There's
Well, what I mean is there are like
what I'm saying is
there's a ton
it's
of
a
like,
massive pile of coinage.
it's
We
just
have no
Cash.
encumberments.
There's,
cash
there's
money.
what?
We have no encumberments, so we could just start stuff. I'm just kidding.
Wait
Trust
until
me,
the
there'll be some
dragon.
encumbrance.
Wait until the
I
dragon
know.
sleeps. Come in here and just
Yeah. Bag of holding.
I've got a question.
Do we have
As
a golden
we've
bag
been
of holding?
I do.
coming
I
and
have a bag of
trekking through
holding.
these
How much-
different
how much-
caverns, have
Yeah.
we been
Can you fit in that bad boy?
Right, kind of here and here.
Yes, within this small area that we've been,
Mhm.
have we been able to tell, or any of us have been able to tell the difference between if one's been dug at an earlier, later date than the other one, or they've been done about the same time?
They just seem to be multiple paths into the same place. You can't tell history as far as one of them is older than the other.
Okay, like
They-
one needed to be done after another one was done, or something.
It doesn't. There's nothing about that would with the tunnel system that would make you think that the tunnels have a time component.
Okay,
It just seemed like, from your best recollection, it was, I guess somebody thought it was convenient to have another tunnel.
Okay.
There's nothing obvious about the tunnel layout that would give you like, this is the original tunnel and this is the next tunnel or anything
Okay.
like that.
Have we come across one that's big enough for our friendo Dragano to go out yet?
You have.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, I can see it myself. I'm just wondering if our characters. have.
well, they were just saying that they were going to be walking around this way.
Okay.
And so yeah, if the two of them walked over here, they would definitely see that this tunnel
Opens up.
into an enormous landing. There's a big
That's-
landing out the back.
right here.
That's the
Okay.
hole. That's your
Yeah.
fingers on.
So there's a big landing over here that allows him that he could get out. You know,
Big
Yeah.
dragon.
glass
Is there
could
any like
land.
Tylenol or anything? I got a headache.
I think
that's a
I-
good question.
I don't know.
Hmm?
I said I think I have some if you don't have any.
You know why? What'd you eat for dinner?
I haven't. I have had nothing to eat but this box because which is why I'm eating it because I'm getting a headache because my blood sugar is like 0.
Oh, well, you should go to McDonald's or something.
Why
I'm
didn't
going
you-
to. I'm going to wait for the break and then I'm running to McDonald's because I need sustenance.
All right, take a break. Go.
No.
It's 10:30.
Is it
Halfway through
10:30?
stream.
Well, let's go a few more minutes and then I'll kick him off. You sit here, you talk. I'll be right back. I'm gonna look for you some Tylenol.
Because
Alright.
desperation. Like I
Yeah.
see. I'm role playing my character very well. I'm hungry in here, hungry in the game.
There you go.
Got to have full immersion.
Where's the trunk when we need it?
Yeah. Well,
We need to.
pretty much explored this whole area.
Well, we
around.
haven't explored any of these other rooms. Like,
That's what I mean.
because I mean, I'm
So-
assuming
Those are
as we're
different
walking
level.
around out here, we can notice there are other rooms and such.
Those are a different level. Well, that's a different level.
This is.
That isn't
Yeah.
there. This is on the same level, but
Right.
none of us have been brave enough to go back there.
Right.
Well, I can't metagame that.
Nope. That's the best part. That's why I've asked if we've seen the entrance and outrance.
Yeah.
In case we need to trap a dragon.
Are there any signs? I need to ask that. Are there any signs or labels to anything, or is everything just this? There's a door there.
So I'm confused. I took notes for whenever.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So I took notes, and that's how. I mean, I figured that was a name, but then Varoom, that was who? Because
room.
yeah, Lady Talus mentioned Varoom.
Vroom vroom.
There. As a white dragon too. So who is that in relation to her? Do you guys remember?
Mm-mm.
Because I have names of other dragons that were different colors. And I was trying to figure out.
Well, that's Lady E, so she was
Change
distracted by
There you go.
one of the Wyron
That can cause
speakers
headaches, too.
of White Dragon. So I don't. I think Varuma.
Okay.
Was-
I've been for like 2.5.
I think that's the person
Yeah,
with the
monthly,
white
so-
mask,
I got
Well,
you.
she's probably close to 3 weeks now. But
right,
I
Joe?
know, I work
what I
on
actually
this.
need is I need to get new glasses because my old glasses
Varuma?
aren't as good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to go and get new glasses because my contacts are perfect. But
I don't remember names, man.
I took notes, but I didn't say who that was specifically because that is Varuma is a white dragon as well as Glasshail. But obviously we
Varuma
just
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And that's who Lady Talus was talking about because she mentioned other colored dragons.
Right. I think that's an actual cultist person though. I don't think that's
Okay.
a dragon.
Okay.
We'll have to double check that with Dave. Because the way it reads there, your notes saying she was disrespected by
Yeah.
that. Did you lose it?
No, I was just. I forgot how many turns there were. I didn't know if there was like 2 bounces or just.
Varuma.
Ooh, I get double dose. I need to get water for this.
No, it's not double. It's 2 Advil and 2 Tylenol.
Yeah,
They work better when they work together.
Double dose.
So, yes.
Varuma, is that a dragon? That's not a dragon. We're looking through her notes.
Varuma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Redith Varuma or something like that?
Yeah. When we were together on the 4th of October.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I wrote down or typed out the name Varuma.
Respected by, or disrespected by Resmir Varuma, one of the...
Verum.
Verum.
Verum the White.
So is it dragon?
No,
Or-
Verum is a
The White Mask cultist.
yeah, he's the White Mask. He's
Okay. That's what threw me off.
head cultist.
Dwarf, I believe.
Okay.
And
That's what
he's
threw
the
me
one
off.
that currently has the
White dragon.
white title,
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
Oh,
know.
which
right,
Talus
Yeah, she
wants
told
the
us.
white title.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah. We were just discussing
yeah,
days
that's
of
Verum.
old.
Varum.
Um,
It's Varrim as in Mike.
Varrim.
Mm-hmm. Verum.
That way, spelling wise, if you ever say, well, who
Yes.
is this guy? Then it'll be spelled the same as in my
Yeah, that
Okay.
material.
Smooth pipe. Thank you.
I'm gonna get a
Pack it
pointer
with
for
your
my
wax
class.
Double bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Will you smoke on peace pipe?
Mhm. Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, you can't do that on stream. I know.
Monkey,
There's,
Monkey TOS.
there's no one in stream, anyways.
On the stream.
It's okay.
You will pay attention.
I will put my character in and I'll report you for racism. I'll Monkey TOS you into the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Congratulations, you are the winner.
Congratulations, you are banned.
So what now? So you see that. You know there's a bunch of treasure. You gonna talk to Glassdale anymore?
You need to eat your peppermint.
You don't want to eat your peppermint?
Leave me alone, young one.
I don't think it would
The
be.
DM is sending me mixed signals here.
I don't.
No.
I
He
don't.
just he kind of basically says, I appreciate your attempt to have a conversation, but because I'm better than you, I'm not sure that I want to take the time.
I can do magic.
What magic do you know? You are but a pitiful human.
Mind spike level 3. Just kidding.
Is that like a super
Hold
damaging
on,
ability?
Let's do it.
I want to do
So-
this.
Let's do Mind Spike level.
Are we fighting a dragon?
Oh god.
Do not.
Now I want to.
Do not attack him, please.
I wanna see that.
I
wanna
still
see
got my
Mind
leg
Spike
of
level.
goat. Let me finish lunch at least.
Could I command your respect if I took a breath attack from you?
Why would you? We're about
And
to
he
fight
goes-
this dragon. Why are you
No,
gonna
no.
eat
He goes-
damage from him?
Command my respect.
I just earn it. I would say, I mean, you know,
You think you can stand up to the power of me?
I just want to see if I can withstand a breath attack.
Obviously, are not very bright. You want me to attack you?
Yeah, just give me a second to prepare, and then lay it on me. Give me 12 minutes. Joe might know where I'm going with
I
this.
know what you're doing.
So be it.
You gonna let your unseen servant face tank it?
No, I'm gonna build a tiny hut, and it's a 10-foot A movable dome that springs forth into existence around you, above you, will remain stationary for the duration. 9 creatures, medium size or smaller, can fit inside. Blah 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 blah. Creatures and objects, spells.
Right, nothing crosses it.
Right, spells and other matters can't extend through the dome.
Right, but he'll see it.
Right, that's fine. I don't care.
You're just gonna like whoosh yourself a force bubble.
He can.
r/whoosh.
Yeah. Leoman's tiny hut.
I just want to show him, like,
Yeah.
I can do cool magic too.
That's cool. Yeah. do
I'm
it.
gonna build a hut that can protect me against. Wait, can the rest of us go hide? Like, I'm not gonna be in here for like the AOE.
I'm gonna go up to the top thing. I don't want him to have to come down to me. He can just go, all right, to the top level where I'm
Yeah,
at.
that works.
But if there's AOE, I'm not gonna be anywhere near you.
That's
I am far
I am
Rope
away.
trick.
What you don't actually understand is that if you were in the bubble with him, you won't get hurt.
You'd be perfectly fine. That's the beauty of it.
9 creatures.
But see, I don't know that.
Rope trick.
Rope trick.
But see,
Is that
Go
like
up into
whiskey
the
trick?
he'd go up into the pocket dimension. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just gonna toss a rope up, go into my pocket dimension, and hide for a minute. I don't have a pocket.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck this.
So yeah, no,
Okay. So you're gonna do your Macarena.
yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't get bored for 11
Yes.
minutes of watching me.
You are a really bad dancer.
It'll
I
be
am
really
so
cool.
much-
The worst magician.
I am so much better than you.
He's a better dancer.
You are not. You're not even like the magicians. You know, at least they have pretty assistants doing stuff, and you're just standing
have an unseen
around
assistant.
waving your arms.
you're just you.
Opaque. Oh, it's opaque from the outside. The dome is opaque from the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just see a
Yeah.
thing kind
Yeah,
of.
he can't see you.
But you can see him. It's
That's
two-way
right.
mirror or one-way mirror. Whatever.
So
it
I'm
is.
just gonna turn invisible on him.
Right.
Just put it behind you. Yeah.
I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna turn invisible, shoot right there, and then I'll reappear right there.
Okay.
Done. Do it.
So as you do it, you hear him go, and he.
That's not gonna draw attention.
Yeah, not an echoing.
He lets out a. You see him hang upside down. He's just.
Oh,
And
looks so great on the Twitch because it's just your mouth on the thing.
so he's upside down. He exhales this ice blast,
Oh god.
and you can just see that ice ice crystals, pelt the ground, and they build up. They build up almost like inverted icicles. You know, as they fly down and they build up
Yeah.
toward the bottom, and they're kind of ice sharded out. And he basically coats the front of your little tiny hut
Mm-hmm.
with ice, and it just hits it and builds up and is all in
and you're just
there.
gonna pop out.
What's up, bro?
And it's a 60-foot cone, so it
Yeah.
from where he is, from where he is, he's shooting over here, and it just ices over all
Normal
this.
area.
I'm gone.
This
Yeah, I'm
thing
not
You guys
over
are like
here.
downstairs.
I'm sitting well away watching this while eating my leg of goat.
Okay, roll perception. Since you don't know what he's doing,
What do you mean?
you left to eat a leg of goat. You don't know what he's doing. You ain't there. You're there. You're not.
That's a 17 plus a something.
So as you're sitting there eating a goat, you can feel a low rumble, almost like a growl.
I'm gonna get this look on my face of puzzle, and I'm gonna kind of casually, like, cautiously walk back up the stairs, like.
Before you get there, all of everything that I'm going to be doing is already taken place.
Oh, genius.
So as you take the hit on your little hut, you stand out and say, "Hi."
He's like I said. This is really nice ice.
He goes, "Maybe you're not such a bad magician after all."
I'll just bow.
I like that. That's useful.
Of
course, it's not big enough for me. I'd need something a little stouter because I'm bigger than you.
That is fine. Talus said she would like my usefulness to be of service to you.
Oh.
So.
So you're saying you're swearing fealty to me?
Oh, that's a good one.
I accept.
Oh, rhetorical question time.
Yeah.
Do you yield?
I will bow and say you are a superior being. I do agree.
Roll persuasion.
21.
That's good enough. It's pretty high. Everyone will do it though.
I figured you would like make it a high one anyway, so I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because it's like you're gonna try and trick a dragon into thinking that you're serving him, and
I just
you
want to
are.
be helpful
That
to him.
reminds me.
What?
I have a really good ability for that. Actually.
But
all right,
I just remembered something else we need to do.
all right. With that, we'll take a break for a few minutes. That way, you can go get some lunch or dinner or whatever it is you're doing.
Sustenance. You want me to bring you
Um,
back fries or something?
No, thank you. I already had dinner. Jordo brought me.
Yep.
Or you brought chicken teriyaki something. Chicken rice something.
Chicken fried rice. Golly,
I
teriyaki.
double my proficiency
I don't
bonus
mean Asian food.
with charisma checks
Only
with
Asian.
dragons.
All right,
Really?
be
Yeah.
gentle.
Nice. So,
Stories on pause.
stories on pause. Okay. Hi stream. Bye stream.
Hi, stream.
That's
No.
okay. We can leave it going.
They can leave it going. I'm just
Uh,
going to pause that so he doesn't get far behind.
totally going to use locate object as soon as we start back up, because I completely forgot. There's a good chance Resmir's within 1,000 feet of us. Yeah. I was just looking through the abilities. I was like, locate object. That's freaking useful.
So, question. If it says double my proficiency bonus with charisma.
Proficiency
for these-
bonus is 3.
Okay.
Level 7.
Okay.
So you'll get +6.
Plus 6.
So it's
where-
whatever
what-
it is,
what
you
skill
add
are you
3.
looking at?
Well, okay. So it says right here, double your proficiency bonus for charisma checks involving dragons.
Right. So
You're just adding 3
basically you're just
Right.
going to add 3 more.
Okay.
Right. So
Are you
if
gonna
you're
are you
so,
gonna try to have sex with a dragon?
so if you were doing a charisma check,
Right.
right? And let's say it was deception.
like to take
This already has, because you've got it trained, it already has your proficiency bonus in it.
Right.
So you just add 3.
The 3. So it'd be
So it'd be
plus
plus 10 to deception.
Finally gonna be like me.
Right. So you'd be plus 10 to deception and plus 10 to intimidation.
10. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
But performance is not trained.
But persuasion.
So you get to add the 3, right?
To
So it
that.
makes it plus 7.
Right. Okay.
Because you get to add your proficiency bonus. Basically, you get to add it again to whatever else you have.
Whatever
you get
you're
to add
using.
it.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
When you're dealing with,
Very cool.
involving dragons.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I know. That's what I was like when he said that. I was like, I don't. For some reason, I just remembered that. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go make another pot of Joe. You want some?
Oh, I'm good. I may here in a little bit. This is pumpful.
Yeah, I need to brew a new pot. Because it's what's in there is gross. Oh, probably should just pause the stream.
Probably.
All right, be back a little bit, stream.
Be right.
Hey, stream, we're not all the way back. We're still waiting on someone to on break, but we haven't died.
Yeah.
We didn't go crazy. Just letting you know. We're still here. All right, we're back. Ollie's still not back. We're gonna move on. He had time. I don't know what's taking so long. So, okay. So, what did you want to do, Zenrik? I believe I remember you saying you had something you were interested in doing.
Let's go back up top. I'm going to cast second level spell balls. That's balls. What's that spell? Man, that's gonna suck.
Second level balls?
2 of them. That is what it is. Gots to.
Gods.
Are you
to
still like
use it.
performing for the dragon?
No.
Oh,
No, he took it and the dragon was like,
okay.
remember he, Zenrik swore fealty to a...
Right. To the white dragon. Yeah. I didn't know if you.
No. No, I did not. Let's make that very clear of what happened.
Wonder if what's his name? It's not. How he's gonna feel
Vold
about
will come
that.
down and
Yeah.
smote me, and
Yeah.
then there is going to be a battle, and this thing's going to kill. Everything in this area is going to die. Actually, that would be a really interesting fight between those two.
Folk. Very bold fight.
How dare you take my person?
I wonder if that would be like a legit. Yeah.
We'll do it to Tiamat.
There you go.
Maybe that's what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
start saying swear words.
Dave's gonna finally pop his player killing cherry on me, and then Volt's gonna come down.
Just wreck everything.
PK,
You
baby.
have to taunt the hell out of Tiamat first.
Oh,
Yeah. Taunt.
Persuasion, kill me. Suffer your demise. Yeah. So let's go back up top. And
Up top, like where the dragon is?
No,
Okay.
we're out of that place. Let's go back to this area.
Oh, okay, so down low.
That's the
Oh, down low.
That's the lower courtyard.
And let's. Oh, if we're halfway in between. If we're halfway in between, I'll just pop it off in between.
Okay.
Locate object, and I will envision Resmir in his glory
Okay.
and see if he's within 1,000 feet of me.
He's definitely within 1,000 feet of you.
All right. You can locate his. Oh, is it 1,000? No.
I thought it was 1,000 feet. Last time you said it was like forever, some ridiculous distance.
Like a GPS.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
guiding you. You know, that's what I noticed.
Oh,
on one of
okay.
the-
Yes. You can locate a specific object. As long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet. Okay, as long as I've seen it within 30 feet. But yes, the object's within 1,000 feet of you. You know the motion. If the object is in motion, you know the direction. So yeah, as long as the object's within 1,000 feet of you, you can
So
sense,
you sense the
direction of the object's location.
That's useful.
So basically, I get the Rocket League
GPS.
arrow above me
Yeah.
that's pointing that says he's there.
Yeah.
So we're about to go push some dude off of the flying mountain real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
Awesome.
what does it look like? Do you just see a glow in the
It just
direction?
Says, you know it. It says describe
You know
a
everything about
name.
It says as
Describe or name an object that is
right,
familiar
you sense
to
the
you.
direction to the object's location.
So I would just imagine it's like playing hot, cold.
So you just see an arrow pointing out of you.
But
You're
don't worry
like,
too
oh,
well if
it's
everything
that
is
way?
like
Right,
ice.
that's how I would imagine, yeah.
What were we saying?
I was just saying, don't worry too well if everything is ice.
Why would it not work?
Well, it's just gonna
I know,
show
I'm
you
just
angle.
saying.
Yeah.
There were like 1 billion people there.
Like. All right, let me see how I would give you a geolocation on this.
It's Google Maps.
So,
you have to walk in
if
a figure eight.
You're
Yeah.
basically standing up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is above that.
Or something close to it, I guess.
Yeah, we got like 15 minutes left.
All right.
Yep.
So let's say. Oh yeah, no, you're over here. Because you're on the top of this high.
Yeah, I would
shelf.
wait till. Well, I mean, I would regroup with them, and then we'd go.
Okay,
back
so
to
we're
our.
so
We're in
you're gonna
the
be here?
spiral staircase.
So you're gonna be at the top of the spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're at the top of the spiral staircase, from that perspective, you would be down about 45 degrees
Mm-hmm.
and to the right about 10 degrees.
Got it. Not bending. Hey, you got it, girl. I believe in you. Nice.
Okay?
Hello.
Baby, come back. You can blame it on me.
So, like I said, you have about a down angle of about 45 degrees
Oh, that's
And-
normal resting position.
and a... Really, 45? And
when it's small, it kind of rests.
I was gonna say, it's
It
like,
doesn't hang over
like
the top.
45. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. It's like more like 63. And kind of a right angle of maybe 10 to 15 degrees.
Dog leg to the left. I'm sorry.
Dress right. Dress right.
All right, yeah. Let's. Hey guys,
Yeah.
Resmir's within 1,000 feet of us. Just so you know.
You want to go for him?
Let's kill him.
Lilac's like, let's kill him.
What now?
All right.
The nemesis of the group.
The big white guy.
Four.
No.
Big white
No.
dragon.
No.
You are incorrect.
No.
Resmir.
No, Resmir.
The
The
dude who's screwing over the white dragon.
the black half dragon. That you
Yeah.
you claim is screwing him over, but you don't really.
Oh no.
Anyway, so
Any friend of Ollie is a friend of.
so are you going back down the stairs?
Shoot, yeah, let's go, girls.
Okay. So now you're at the base of the stairs.
Are we actually gonna try and kill this guy? Like,
Who knows?
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then-
mean,
well, if Ollie dies.
Do what?
Well, I don't
Joe?
know if we're supposed to kill him.
Is that all the way?
Yeah, for some reason he's pretty
Okay,
quiet.
no, tap it again. You have to tap, 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 tappity, tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, it's all the way up.
tap, tap, tap a roof.
Yeah,
That's
he's
weird.
quiet.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
quiet.
It's all
That's
right.
okay.
All right. So now you're at the base of the stairs, basically at this big giant door.
And he's to our right. So in this doorway area that we've never been in.
I don't know that we should kill him. I know he just want to be. Talus is just wanting to humiliate him.
Right, and I'm pretty sure if we don't, then we get exposed. Yes?
When you say he's half dragon, does that mean he's still humanoid?
Yeah.
Is he wearing clothes?
Yeah?
Can you pants him? That'd be pretty humiliating.
Well,
That's not the kind of humiliation. As in,
saw your dingle
he loses his job basically.
yeah, your
Yeah.
leadership skills are flawed.
No.
We mercenaries got away from you. You're terrible at your job. We've infiltrated this place. You know,
Pull your pants down.
and
And
jokes
I
on you.
pulled your pants down.
So,
He knows we're there, right?
he doesn't know we're on this thing. I think
He thinks we're in Parnast, I think.
yeah.
Well, okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. If he knows or if he thinks we're not.
Right.
Okay.
So we either got
As far as you know,
It would look pretty suspicious if we were just to show up. So,
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, he's here
If
on
he's,
this thing with us.
if he exposes us before we get to him, though, that would
And
be
it's
a
a
huge
her.
problem. Oh, her.
Yeah, once again, it's a her.
If she exposes us before we get to her, it could be a problem.
Right, but if she all of a sudden disappears, and we're the new guys,
Mm-hmm.
could also be a problem as well.
Yeah, but they don't.
Kill her.
Yeah, I think we should still go after her.
She is a vital part of the cult.
And Talus
And
did
a
say
terrible person.
if all of the members are not together, then they would have a harder time with team out.
She is a key element to the cult, so I have no
I
quorums
don't
with this as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think someone who shall remain nameless be displeased.
So what you're saying is, as a warrior of the light, I'm totally okay with clapping this girl?
you're actually a vengeance
I
paladin.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you'll give her a round of applause.
As
You know what I mean?
Clap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna give her the clap?
So are we standing in front of the door where we think?
Do what, Joe?
I'm giving her the clap.
Are we in front of the door where you think that she is?
Ollie's got a bit of a problem.
I'm assuming
what'd
I
you
don't know
just
what
say?
door you're in front of.
we're here, and I'm gonna say she's over to the right here.
Right?
Do we want to go through this door? Because we've seen both these doors.
You just know they exist, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. So we can scoot around and see if I get a closer direction. You know what I mean? I don't know.
All I
We've
see-
never seen
does your thing floaty?
that. I'm assuming all it says is you know the sense of the direction. So if I play hot cold, and let's say Loran's it, I'm gonna have
And it's gonna move.
Okay.
You know?
and I know that it's.
Then
Well,
I
general
then
direction.
from that perspective, I'm
That's
just,
how I think it works,
right.
right?
Fine.
I would
That works
assume
fine.
that's how it
I'm not
sounds.
arguing. I don't know if you had heard of some other description
No.
of how the spell works. So as once you get down to the ground floor,
Mm-hmm.
your literal
Arrow.
your little arrow thing points you.
Your divination stick.
Wait,
Your little arrow thing is pointing to this room. Right here.
So it's like
So
as
we
we
go-
walk
Yeah.
past, it goes back
I think-
that way.
Yeah.
I
it's
think we should
pointing you. It's pointing you toward that one room.
You might want to check those other rooms
Can I
too.
pull a kale? And...
We have no idea that there's rooms in there. We've never been on that side of the door.
Yeah, but we know there's two doors.
Right.
I'm just saying, we know there's got to be a room in there.
Well, you're a warlock. Why don't you use your Eye of Kilrog and just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
go
Why
back?
don't you use some X-ray goggles?
That's what I was gonna do actually.
Yeah, gnomish X-ray goggles or whatever they are.
Well, I mean,
Sorcerer.
Eye of Kilrog it. Simple.
when we get on the other side of the door, if
Okay.
we're going through, I'll look through the door that we're standing in front of to see if the door is open.
which
That's-
door are we facing? Are we
We're-
facing here?
Well, if we're facing, because if
Okay.
we're right here, I want to basically look through that door to see if this door is open or closed to
How
what
far
might
can
be.
you see?
her
Well,
room.
if we're walking across here and I go, hey, it's on the other side of this wall, that's probably where you should go looking through first.
Right, I just don't know if I can look through all the way through the wall. How thick is the wall?
Looks like 5 feet.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
That's fine.
I mean, it's about the thickness
Yeah,
of
that's
the block,
what I'm
isn't it?
thinking. I don't think
It's
I'd be
more
able
than the
to.
thickness of the block.
How
Well,
about like
But it's 5 feet of ice.
oh,
I mean, it's not
so
stone.
it's not. Oh, okay. Well,
So that's what I'm saying. I don't.
Somewhat
What does it
see
say?
through it.
Let's
Let me
say
see
it
if I can-
blocks it.
let me see here.
Because it's not stone. It might be closer to earth.
To use solid objects.
Yeah, because mine's just a lead sheet. Or
1
yeah,
foot of
lead.
stone, 1 inch of common metal,
Say
or
that again.
1 inch of stone. Or I'm sorry.
1 foot.
Yeah, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt. Thicker substances block the vision, as does a thin sheet of lead.
Okay, I'd say they're probably closer to 5 feet thick.
Right.
So you're
so-
right. You're
yeah,
not
that's what I
gonna-
was thinking. I
You'd
was
have
like,
to
I think it's
be
2.
Which is
like
fine,
on
but
the
I
other
mean,
side of the door.
we don't. Well, I guess we would know how.
Yeah, 'cause we've
how
been-
thick it is if we can't see through it.
Right. And we've been
Well,
walking
you know it's
through.
thick enough. If he's
Right.
trying to X-ray goggle it and it's like this isn't working, you'd go well.
Would
Yeah.
you actually have extra goggles?
I have a ring of X-ray
Here's a
vision.
ring of X-ray vision.
I should have a ring of extra vision.
Technically, yes, but it's on his hand.
I know.
Yeah.
It's Cab never giving back the immovable rod.
So I want to look through
You
that
still
door.
have my staff
to
of
see.
unyielding power.
I wanna
whatever
look-
it is.
Look through this door to see.
Right, so you're gonna walk in.
Well, I don't
Stick
want
that
to
you
walk
were gonna
in the
stick
room.
yourself
I
in
just
there
want to
with
look
it.
through the door.
I understand, but you're gonna
Oh.
walk through the first double
Yeah,
doors.
yeah.
All
I
right,
just
I
want
need
to
a
see.
strength check.
Oh no, I'm just looking through the door.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to open it.
We're gonna look. He's using
I'm-
his.
yeah, I just wanna
Through
see-
the first set
Double
of
door.
double
Yeah, I'm
doors.
just trying to look through the
Oh,
door to see if
thank
these
you.
are open. Yeah.
Thank
not
you.
not open them.
I'm like trying to figure out what it is.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not trying to open them.
Where you're headed.
Well, here's the thing. So
You see. Let's see.
here's a question. So you said they're double doors. So there's 2 handles, right? And you open them wide like this,
I don't know. I don't know which way they open up. If they're in or
or
out.
wherever they go. Could we take your little staff of it won't move, stick it in the handles, and then just stick it there, and starve her?
There's another door.
Okay.
I mean, we could do that on this door, but I don't know if this person has any sorts of calling mechanisms
Or
or
there's a
You don't know.
kobolds going to them.
Right.
Right,
Or
you
there
don't know
could
if
be,
they
like, a
if they have a
trapdoor
send help
underneath
now silent alarm.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you like lock them in there for like a week, just oopsie,
Sorry.
you starved to death,
Okay. So.
or you died of water loss.
So this is where you. This room is where the arrow points,
Right.
and this hallway over here. Basically, every so often, you see a kobold come out of here and kind of head this way, and maybe another one back.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're standing there, a kobold comes out of this door and then walks right through these doors at you.
Okay.
Kind of pushes really hard. You hear him grunting, and he pushes this door open. And then he tells you, he's like, "Well, thanks for helping me, jerk." And then kind of huffs and walks around and then goes back into this.
You're supposed
the
to be.
kitchen
That's
room.
why you're a slave.
And he's got a bunch of what looks like vegetables, roots, potatoes.
Okay.
And turnips
Generic
and stuff
tubers.
inside.
But the door to what we think is Resmir's room is not open. That's mainly what I'm trying to.
You could look at.
That's what I was with my X-ray. Yeah.
I'll peer in
it's-
while the
that
door is
door's
open
not-
and look.
That door is not open.
Okay.
Can you
We'll
look
log
through
in.
just the door though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is the
That's what he's doing
That's what
right
I'm
now.
doing.
He's doing X-ray
yeah.
vision
Okay,
through
now-
the wall. Through the door he was looking at,
Mhm.
looking at Resmir's door,
Right.
saying, "Is the door closed?" Yes,
Right.
that door is closed.
Okay.
As you have it, let's open
Yeah.
the door and
Yeah, let's do it.
shuffle you in.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming while you have X-ray
Yeah.
vision, you can't really move yourself. I don't know if it has
I
charges
think I
or
can
what.
still move. Yeah.
So when
I'll
you
just pick him up. I'll set him in front of her door. Have him just
when you
sneak a peek.
when you look through that room,
Peeping Tom.
I'll just describe the room.
Peeping
The
1 minute.
inside the
Peeping
inside the
Tom.
door, the walls or the roof is about 10, 12 feet high.
Peeping
It's a
Angry
little
Man.
shorter than some of the other rooms that you've looked in. In one corner, there's what appears to be kind of a brazier / fire pit.
Mhm.
It's got some burning coals in it.
I know braziers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know what you
There's
can
a-
do with that.
There's a bed and a desk. On top of the desk is a kind of a really ornate little iron banded, I think it was a small chest,
Mm.
sitting on top of the desk. It's got a big padlock on the front of it. Resmir is sitting in a chair at the desk and standing, kind of inside, to either side of the door. are two of those guard drakes that you
Okay.
remember from, what was that, chapter 3 that you had
in the cave or
in the
whatever,
cave.
yeah.
There's a couple of those. And then there's like, I don't know, probably some candelabras and a rug on the floor and a chair and, you know,
Okay. I want to.
finishing touches of a room.
I just want to turn around and look through that other door, just really quick.
Which door? The one that
This
the
one.
kobold came out
Yeah.
of?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell it's basically a root cellar.
Okay.
There's vegetables and things in there. Like I said, almost like a refrigerator.
Right.
There's
like storage.
You know, hanging. You know, there's like hanging hams and sausages and
Okay.
They're dry aging their
potatoes
steak.
and you know, there's just it's cold storage. There's food in there. That's what you
All right.
use.
I'm gonna turn back to everyone and kind of whisper like Resmir's in there at a desk, and we got two.
You just do like this.
Yeah. And there's two guard drakes with her. And there is an ornate chest that I saw with a padlock on it.
Ew.
Mimic.
Mimic, micro mimic.
So
It's just a baby one.
I do it a bit.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do? When the kobold came
Good.
through, the door opened
eating?
out, right? Like towards us?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the hinges on this door look like they open out into the hall or into the room?
Oh, on
Resmir's door.
on Resmir's door.
Mhm.
I don't honestly. I had not thought
Okay.
about it. So
Okay.
that's a good question.
Roll
Um,
roll a d4. Odds are they open in.
Normally,
because
they would open in on that kind of a thing. Because
Okay.
if it opened out, you would be harder to lock it. Trying to think if you put it closed and you bolt it shut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think it would open to the inside so that you have a bolt on this side. You close the door and you slide it across, and it's just one.
It's like
It
our door.
would be
Okay,
one
yeah.
shank.
Okay.
I think it opens into her room.
Okay.
As in my mind, it makes the most sense because if it comes this way, you have to have a hole drilled,
Right.
you know, to put something in, and this way you have a thing you can just cover and it won't open. So
Right.
I'm thinking it opens into the room.
Okay.
I'm
And
just trying to think
is
that out.
is it bolted shut, or does it just look like it's just a door that's not open?
You wouldn't know if it was bolted closed on the inside. It looks like a shut door.
What I mean is he can see through it.
Is,
Well, I just see all the way through the door.
Oh, okay. So
Is
you
her-
don't get any sense of what could be on the other side of the door. Okay.
Oh yeah, on the like in the room itself.
Yeah, but what I mean is like,
Not the door. 'Cause I'm looking through it.
right? You can't tell that there's like an iron crossbar like locked down. Okay.
I
Is
don't
her
think so.
can you see if her back is to us or like facing the wall, or
Yeah, I think she's sitting at a desk, which
but can you see like
Where in the room the desk is, so we
Oh.
know
Let's
what it
see what the little mappy thing looks like.
is this the desk right here?
Yeah, that's the desk.
okay.
Okay.
So you'd be opening the door probably this direction, you know, in this way,
And she'd be
and
right there.
she'd be right there,
Okay.
like within 5 feet of you. And then over here and over here, I would say are your, or maybe the guard drake help. Yeah, it'd probably be one like here, so for her to pet, and then another one over here. So let's say the guard drakes are here. And then there's the brazier, and then like I said, there's like a rug and the tapestries and
How big is that room?
I don't know. Oh, how big is the room? 5,
Yeah,
10,
it's
15,
like 20 by 20.
5, 30,
20.
35 by 35 by 20.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
Well, yeah, if there's guard drakes in there, she needs.
Yeah.
Not gonna be stepping over little puppy dogs.
What do you guys want to do?
fight.
I agree.
Okay.
But how do we want to go about it?
TPK.
Start the
TPK.
fight now.
We're not going to finish that. Even if you started the fight, there's no way.
I know,
So
that's
it
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
matter. Start the fight. Roll the dice if that's what you want to do.
What do you guys want to do?
Who's first? Who's on first?
I think
Did
we
you
need
get new
tanks.
glasses?
These my...
Your Oakleys?
Yeah.
I don't remember you having those.
I've got 2 pairs.
Oh, okay.
One, I usually
like
have
those
my...
ones.
Thank you. I like them too. These are my usually driving ones.
I think we need the tanks up front.
I'm down for whatever. Let's,
So you're
let's
having
draw
Ollie-
this thing out if we're gonna do it.
So you're going to have Ollie bang through the door?
Let's.
I feel like we need some more strategery than
Yeah.
that.
I agree.
Yeah,
What are you again?
What do you mean?
not super.
What are you?
I'm
Somewhat
Her
tanky.
class?
No,
Yeah.
her race.
human.
She's human.
You're a human. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm thinking? We're gonna go put some makeup on you. And we're
Uh-huh.
gonna do you up as one of the higher up looking peoples.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go in there first. And you're just gonna be like, let's have a conversation. Shank. That way we get a surprise out of it.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Are you gonna try and sell me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's your first thought.
Why?
Well, I heard him
What made
saying
you think of
makeup.
that?
Well, I heard him say makeup, and then-
I have a reason for it, but
I don't.
He means disguise out.
It's
Yeah.
it's late afternoon. I mean, it might
Just
be
wondering.
okay.
like me.
Dusk or something.
That would take
It's
too long.
summer, so
We're not
dusk won't be
worried
happening
about
for a while.
Do we want to wait until night when she's asleep?
We're not supposed to be out at night. If somebody sees us, we're gonna get in mega trouble.
We can hide in the cellar.
But if kobolds are constantly going into the cellar because they're making food for all the people, and they see
I'm
us,
down for whatever.
I think we should bar the door.
I'm just saying.
That door at least.
do kobolds have like dark vision?
Yeah.
Then they'd see us in the cellar if they came back, which means we would get destroyed.
Well, I think we need to bar this door.
Which door? The double
The
doors
double
or her
doors.
doors?
The double doors.
Double doors open
Since they
outward.
open up. Yeah, but if there's like a handle that we need to slide it through, I don't know.
But
We
if
could
they
take-
can't, well,
The,
if they can't
as
get
you
out,
as you look for a pseudo
just go
lock
around that
system,
Yep.
you notice that the doors, most of the doors in the entire castle, including these, the doors themselves are over 20 feet high, and the handles are about 10 feet off the ground.
Oh.
How tall am I and how high can I jump?
You're 7 feet tall, and if you
So my arms,
Try,
my
you
arm,
could
what
probably
I mean
mold
is
earth.
my arms
You
could
could-
reach up there.
you could jump up
Step on
there and like hang on a handle.
I could just
Hey,
burst around the doors.
No, that's
Zenric,
true. Yeah.
can I get that stick of unmoving power thingy?
You're gonna place it when we don't need to, so here you go.
I'm just saying, couldn't I like jump up, shove it through the handles, and then click it, and that'll work as our bar?
Correct. But then we'd have to jump up and try and get it again.
I can do that. That's not a problem.
6 of one, half a dozen the other.
Oh,
I
you
can
can't
just
mage hand
mold
it,
earth
can
the
you?
door, and yeah, I can mage hand it.
Oh, you can't. I didn't think you could activate magic items.
It's a hand, and it's just a button.
That you could definitely do. You could not mold earth. There is no earth here.
So I
It's
can.
not a stone floor.
This
No,
is
no,
ice.
no. It's this ice, crusty frost.
Well, then that is bad description on the map maker's part.
I don't think so. It tells me that everything's ice.
So
Hold
so
on,
I
so
could,
let
so
me
I
look.
could go up there and stick it in there. And
No,
then
let
move
me
it
let me,
back.
let me look because that's a good question. That's a really good question.
Because if it's not dirt and we need to do this, then yeah, we can do that. And he can just walk up
Yeah.
there. He can just throw his magic hand up there and go clicky and take it whenever we don't need to bar the door anymore.
Yeah.
That could work.
Just chuck your unseen servant.
And just, hey, bro,
Like, click this.
you have
There's another door into this place, so
Right.
that's why I'm like,
Could we barricade it with mold? Well, I mean,
yeah.
just pour water on it.
Whether we block one door or not doesn't really matter if there's two entrances in here.
Yeah, I'll just go ask a kobold for like a cask of water, and I'll just pour it on the floor until it freezes up to the thing and creates a
If I had
barrier.
shape water still.
Shouldn't have gotten rid of it. Tragic.
How could
What
you?
about bonfire?
Yeah, let's melt this.
Melt the door.
Fire?
Oh, so the doors are ice too?
I don't know. I think.
Melts everything.
How about we just fireball?
Yeah. Burn a hole through the castle.
Fireball.
No, what you do is you
We
use
could
like
just
fire
punch
pinky
in it.
and you just poke a little.
Yeah.
You do like
Drop a lightsaber, see what happens.
No, what you do is you pull a Star Wars Episode 1 when Qui-Gon needs to get into the room. You just light your hand on fire and then just poke it through the door and you have a little peephole.
Exactly.
And then cut the hole. And say, hello.
And then the vice
No,
on the
yeah,
other
it is
side.
solid
They're
ice.
still coming through.
The castle is carved from opaque ice,
How is
this
magically reinforced to be as hard as stone.
Oh, so it's
And then
stone
it
walls.
gets louder.
Mm.
No, it's ice, and
And
it's
then,
as hard as stone. That's what I'm saying.
just
You
Ollie,
can't-
find a brick that.
Yeah.
Just
The ice is
collapses.
as strong and as impenetrable as granite.
Alright, so stone shape will work then.
So Ollie can get his
Stone cutting?
stone cutting tools and get after it.
What, do you want me to like carve my initials into the floor?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so this is interesting. So the core is not a mountain; it's an iceberg.
Right, we're standing in a glacier, basically.
Like you're standing inside of a glacier.
Titanic had nothing on this.
That's what I'm saying. It's like this whole thing, all the superstructure is like a hollowed out iceberg glacier chunk.
So does that mean that this place might have been created by the dragon because he's an ice dragon?
Really good for this.
Or could he have created
Hey,
his
I'm ready to
own?
do whatever we
Whatever
are.
you wanna
Whatever. I don't think the dragon created this.
So are we gonna bust into this girl's room?
I have no idea.
Because
I'm
if we
down.
are, I could pull a Kale and just smash the door down. Probably not.
I just need somebody to do something.
Do we want to bar this other
Or
door?
we can wait till next week. Make your decision now. I'm
We should
easy.
just bust the door down and
Start next
go
week.
for it.
Just
Next time.
Doom, 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 doom.
well, that's like an episode
Thanks.
of Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ollie, do you
Goku's
wanna...
gonna charge a spirit bomb for 5
Or-
episodes straight.
Or do we need to pick a lock?
That's what happens.
I
Hey,
don't know.
let's see if
Do it
it's
all.
unlocked.
So you want me to go?
You are disguised, didn't right? You put a.
I mean, we've been
he
talking long
suggested
enough to make it.
So
Yeah.
So you're gonna be dressed up as a dragon woman?
Oh yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Try again.
Good inspiration.
Can I use someone's inspiration? It was a 10. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're gonna just murder this person.
How charismatic are you?
It was a 10.
That's after your performance or whatever.
Yeah, that's with my
How many of those?
proficiency. I don't know what
+2.
what I add to that. Do I add performance? Because it was a 7. I thought I just added my proficiency to it.
Your what is it a spell or something?
No, it's just disguise kits equipment.
Ooh.
Oh, I'd probably put performance on that.
Proficiency. Let's see. Add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to create a visual disguise.
Oh, your proficiency.
Right. So it's still only a 13.
There's a 13 that way? Because you rolled a 10?
No, I rolled a 7. It's a 13. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
Oof.
Oof, big oof. I did real good. Like, you are spot on.
I blend
Why don't you
in.
use your inspiration?
I don't have an inspiration to roll it.
I gave you that cloak.
So unless someone else. We're just going to go with the 10.
How about I give you my inspiration?
Okay, so
Hold
then
on.
then it was 21.
Hold on.
I had a cloak from the cave.
Why don't you use bardic inspiration?
Because that doesn't work like that.
What was her name?
On a
From the
check.
cave. Remember the lady that ran away? I gave you that cloak.
We have an old.
What's the point of bardic inspiration if it doesn't work like that?
Because I have to.
I don't know if you wrote it down or not.
I guess yeah, I could throw a bonus action on there. What?
Okay, because the woman in the cave was like leadership.
Yeah. Apparently, we have a super special cave or a cape now.
Remember when we were in that room and I
Yes.
picked up
I was
her?
wondering if you
But
would ever remember
yeah, I
that you
couldn't.
had this.
I couldn't wear it, but she could.
Yeah.
So I
it's
gave it to
small
her a
enough
while
one.
back, but
Yeah.
I don't remember what her name was. You could pretend to be her.
Yeah, that was like session.
Yeah.
But when we were in there, that wasn't Resmere.
A long time ago.
Long ago.
No.
That was
Was I even a
Was it
part
for
of
Moon
this?
Vermunda. That wasn't even when you were. When
Frula Monda.
Mm-hmm.
I was right.
Fruit Loop Mondath.
So that
Loops?
was
Frula
pre
Monda.
me.
Yeah, that was pre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Frula Monda's
Okay.
purple robes.
I
Yeah.
need to rock Fruit Loops
Hey.
rock robe.
You
Hey.
do.
Joe's correct. Add a 6 to that, so we're at 16.
Okay.
So good on you,
So
Joe.
you're gonna put on a purple set of purple robes.
And you're
Okay.
Frulin Mondath.
Yeah, the best I remember from seeing her.
Yeah?
16's pretty
But I have
good.
her
for-
actual cloak.
I
Yeah.
cast spells at her face.
There you
so
go.
I remember what that looked like. It was this one. This one.
So you need to pretend to be her. Which, I don't...
Yeah, do your best.
Where are you all gonna be?
Right outside the door.
Yeah, kind of like on the corner.
Who-
Yeah,
But
can we? Well, I mean, are we even gonna do this right now?
I don't even
I
know.
want to get an image.
Okay.
You don't have to necessarily do everything, but I'd like to get an image. I like to wipe this down. That way I have the image and I'm ready for next week. Does that make sense? That way I don't spend 30 minutes
Yeah.
drawing next week and we can just
Move on to
kind
it.
of hunky chunk of burn love.
Because the way I would
Right.
say it.
And we don't meta for an hour about how we're going to open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, again.
Open the door. I'll spend a bardic inspiration to get everybody inside the room. Because once you're in, you can razzle dazzle her.
Once you're in, you're in. When you're up, you're down.
You're
When you're down, you're down. You're
Frulin
up.
Mondath, Fruit Loops, is leadership in the cult.
Do what now?
I
Say that
believe.
again.
She's like one of the leaders.
Did
of
we
the
ever
cult.
find her?
No, she got away.
I know, but we never
Fruit
saw her
Loops
afterwards, like
is
later.
Yeah.
you.
Did you guys
Frulin Mondath.
did you like beat her within an inch of her life, then she ran away or something?
We almost because
No, she beat us within an inch of our life.
well,
And then she ran away.
I had restrained her,
Coward.
and she got away through a trap door.
Mm-hmm.
Trapdoors, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we
Traps,
dilly-dallied
man.
destroying dragon eggs instead of following her.
Well, she had already got away, like long before that.
So you pulled a Leroy Jenkins and was like, ooh,
Yeah.
all the eggs.
Oh. Oh.
No, that doesn't work. From a staging, spacing perspective.
Is that rain?
Yes, it's raining again.
Hallelujah.
Let up.
We need to build an ark.
And it rained all day here.
Oh yeah, it basically has here too.
Yeah, in the morning it was really bad, and then it let off for a little bit, and then it got like super windy with a tiny bit of drizzle, and then it just started to rain.
Just enough to be annoying.
Yep, just up to the point where it's like, well, I don't need like a rain jacket. Just like a jacket would be nice, but I don't need like a waterproof or anything. And then it's like, nah, we're just gonna dump rain on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, sorry. Your shoes are all wet now. Have fun getting the mud off of those.
Ours was just enough to be blinding in the dark with all the light and headlight glare and everything.
That's what it is here right now. It's real bad. Because there's the perfect amount of water on the streets where everything is reflective. It's so bad.
I'm trying to make some kind of design
For the rug?
for that rug. I'm trying to
Demonic
make it
symbol.
pretty.
Oh, I wonder what that rug could be, Dave.
Don't touch it.
As soon as you step on it, it's like.
Yeah, it's gonna choke me.
Or it'll come alive. There's something in it, like
Yeah.
the tapestries.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why.
I
We've
know.
seen this rug before.
I've seen this. I know this.
Is it a mimic?
Message.
It's a tarp.
If you touch it, it will transport you 5 miles away.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Oh, that's
it's
the other one.
That's a different rug.
It's a
Yeah.
port key.
They ran into some portkey rugs, yes. And I could not convince them to touch them. I tried.
Did you really? Did we really?
Yeah, we totally.
Yeah, and Talus's.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah,
were
I remember
glowing.
that.
I was like,
Yeah.
they're glowing. They look really realistic. They're just like the most intricate things you've ever seen. And they're like all glossy and glittery, and they're kind of glowing. And I was like, I gave them all these. I was doing every embellishment I could, and nobody was like, I want to go touch that. Nobody did that. And it's completely Pandora's thing to be like, I want to go finger that. I want to fiddle with that. And I was like, I can hardly wait because she's going to go, boop, gone. And you'd be like, what? Like, you are not there anymore.
You learned your lesson.
I was
It's a
really
zombie.
hoping.
Yeah.
I was
Where
hoping
would you have put her? Just like
5. It was like 5 miles away.
5 miles from
5
where she
miles
was.
away
In what
in the woods
direction?
somewhere.
In the woods.
We wouldn't have
In the
known.
woods. They wouldn't have known. I would have known.
Good
I
time.
get to find
Yeah,
my
and-
way back to civilization.
She wouldn't have any idea.
yeah. Rest of the session, just block her off. Walk in random
Are
directions
you gonna
until you
draw
find a
any more of
landmark.
the map at all, just in case?
No, I'm going to draw that for right now.
Okay.
So I need you to put your minis on the map where you think you're going to be in your quote-unquote ready positions.
Where is she?
This is the smallest
desk,
room we've ever
right here.
fought in. This is
This
terrible.
No. Over
That
here.
desk.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can be within 10
And this
feet,
is-
so
And here's
This is the door.
Hold on.
Okay.
Move, Chandler. I forgot. There's like this.
So we should wait
I
to
would
do
like
this.
to reconsider. We should just launch a fireball in here and make them come out at us because this room is too small.
It's even a smaller hallway.
I have a really good idea.
Dan.
No.
We should wait to start this because I don't know where Michael's gonna want to place his character. Because
We can give him that option. I just need to get a snapshot of where people are. He has the option of.
right outside the door.
I mean,
Because-
is this is the door right here?
Yep, that's the
Okay.
door. It's going to open in.
Sweet.
well, I can be within 10 feet, or Michael can. So he could be like,
Just place your characters. Nope, you're not going to be inside. You're outside right now.
okay.
Right here.
Then,
Oh,
like,
then yeah, if it's those two, then have them be in the front.
yeah, I'll be right there.
I mean, I want to be hidden, so I don't want to be like obviously like out. In
And
the-
there's a worm guard like right here and right here, right?
According to the original video
Yeah.
surveillance, she is here. There's a guard drake here and a guard drake there.
So if I'm standing here, they
No.
can't see me.
They can't because the door's shut.
Okay.
Yep.
Right behind Ollie. Because they're all gonna rush in. Because I'm gonna immediately, as soon as that door opens, bonus action, mantle inspiration, give 5 temporary hit points to 4 creatures, and they can use their reaction to immediately.
This is
move.
what I'm thinking. Is this commensurate with the thought that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Is the idea that you are that this is like combat breach entry, like where you're breaching an interior room, you're clearing the room. Is that what we're
I
doing?
think she should go in and like leave the door cracked and distract her and try and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" and then get close and then shank her, and that's when the rest
Yeah.
of us.
First.
Right,
in.
as kind of a distraction.
Okay, so that's more of a.
I am here first.
She's here.
Right.
That's more of what you have in mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we'll have her go in,
Okay.
do a little tickety
With
talk.
all of us unseen, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that.
And then
Well,
I can,
the idea that you're unseen.
Right, right.
No, that makes sense. I can see that.
And
Step 1,
the Fruit
rope
Loop.
trick.
mm-hmm.
Fruit
And I'm
Loop
gone.
makes me be somebody familiar that she knows.
Real Monda.
Frula Mondath, you're okay. So Frula Mondath is a throwback person that's from chapter 3.
Just do Mondath.
Blue. Okay.
Fruit Loop.
Really coming down.
And that's an airport.
Oh, I was like, man, that is.
They fly up Memorial.
Oh, okay.
If the wind's out of the north, they fly at Memorial.
Okay.
They take these big. If the wind's out of the north, they'll land on 3-5, and they'll take like these 14-mile final approaches, and they'll just stack them up. And what's problem is if they get low in the glide slope, it just seems like they're going to rip the doors off.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
if they bring them in low, you know,
Really?
1,500 feet, 1,000
Yeah.
feet, golly, it just sounds like they're going to rip the place apart. It's terrible. Okay, so Frula Mondath is a
Like 4
is
50,000
a
horsepower. right?
wearer of purple. Okay,
Okay.
so she's an elevated member of, or at least was at the time that you encountered her, was an elevated member of the cult, and she seemed to be dressed pseudo equivalently to Resmir. Resmir also wears purple.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? But Frula Mondath, you know, she's not a dragon. I think
Right.
she's an elf.
Yeah, her moves are weak.
And so, anyway, when the characters encountered her, when you all encountered her early on, it was in a cave, and she basically snuck back around you.
Okay.
As you were chasing her, she went around the long way, came out behind you.
Because we took an immediate right and found the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had her restrained, too.
Yeah, she was the big bad. Basically.
Oh, I did that in our campaign. Whenever we were looking
And
for
so-
glass staff,
Anyway,
I fell through this hidden door. I did
you
fall through
you
it.
were able to go through her
I was
things, and you
leaning
found
against the
her
thing, and I'm like,
dress robes, basically.
I'm investigating
So
this
these
mossy
are
wall, and it's like,
more
find this
formal
little-
clothing,
this little
Okay.
spot
you
where
know,
can
if you want to
hold
see a
something.
picture, this
Back
is
door, I walked down there, talked to this guy, and he
This is
smiles at me like we're all friends here. And I'm like, oh,
that
boy,
is
he
what
knows I'm
Frula
bad.
looks like
So
right
then, like,
here.
reaction, cut his head off, and as a warrior,
So
Okay.
that's
I was
Frula
like level
Mondath.
2,
So
so
she's-
attack. Got a
She's
check,
a
then you can bonus
middling
action
leader in the cult.
as a
You know,
warrior
she's
and
not
entirely
necessarily
other attack.
like.
So I did that. Shit.
She's not really
I think I did
like.
50. No.
Oh, that's not
42
cleaned up.
damage in one
She's not like really a
45 health.
big deal,
Right.
but she's
I heard
She's
everything you said.
she was somebody,
Right.
but she disappeared, and she hasn't been heard from.
Just like vanished.
From your
As far as we
perspective,
know.
as far as you know, as far as anybody around here, in your campaign,
Okay. Within this.
the way you have seen people and your interactions,
Right.
she escaped when you were in the. She escaped while
Caverns.
you were in the caverns
Okay.
in chapter 3, I think,
Okay.
and you have not heard from nor seen from her again. I mean,
Okay.
she just.
So yeah, you're doing
She
a blind
vanished.
bluff, and it's probably not gonna work. But
But
as long as
better
you
than-
For
catch
the
her,
moment.
as long as you
Yeah.
catch her off guard,
Okay.
that way she goes, "Oh, how's it going?" and like turns away, and you be like, "Go and sit on her bed," and then we all just.
Shank her in the kidney.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I think that what they're saying, or at least what I think you're saying, what I'm hearing you're saying you're going to try and do is she's not even really going to do much other than like knock, and then when
Be a
the door
distraction.
says, when you hear a come in or a something, you're just going to walk in as her equal.
Yeah.
And like just like walk in and be like,
Hey, how's it going?
hey, what's up? Sorry I'm late. I've been doing it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. This
I'm
is
trying to
your-
figure out what it is.
I'm wondering if like to give me like, because everything in this game happens so fast, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm wondering if
You should just totally come in bawling, just fake crying, and run and get on the bed.
well, I thought about like coming, in a sense, maybe coming in with my back in for a split second because she'll see the road and then turn
I
around.
mean, she would already see it.
I don't
'cause
know.
it's
To give me like another split second
Yeah.
of time, like something, because then I thought about like maybe like act like I'm talking to somebody in the hallway as I'm opening, and that would make her maybe more suspicious.
Yeah, that would probably.
Because then
She
she'd be
wouldn't think you're
thinking
by
who
yourself.
else is in the hallway. Yeah.
Who knows? You got a 16 on deception plus or 16 on your thing. I don't know what you're gonna have to roll for deception to get it passed, but we'll see what happens.
I'm just so we'll just leave it at this. That is the image we're going to start with.
Right.
You figure out your story. You figure out what your first.
Mm.
Your first 6 seconds. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
what's your first 6 seconds, because you're going to be starting the round effectively. If I understand this,
Right.
it's going to be.
Did you get your picture?
Yeah.
It's going to be round 0 and your deception and whatever you
we-
decide to go. Whatever you decide to do.
So we don't know any background on this person. I mean, Monda.
Brulum?
Nope.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. She was a name of a person that she kind of, back in the attack at the very beginning, on the attack on Greenest, Brulum Mondath was working with Resmir to, I don't know, basically loot the city.
So we at least know that they're acquaintances in some
Right.
regard.
Oh, they absolutely know each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm thinking.
They absolutely know each other. That
Okay.
is a foregone. 100%. They know each other.
Okay, that gives.
They've
okay,
worked with each other in the past in the cult.
How many times can you do your little arrow special thing?
Arrow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a level 2 spell, and I've
Oh,
got,
it's. Oh.
yeah, like it hurts to do that one. I've got
Oh,
2
okay.
levels.
It
2
lasts for an
spells.
hour, and with all of your Quindinkering around, you are 100% confident.
Yeah.
It lasts for
The-
10 minutes.
Oh, I thought it lasts for an hour.
10 minutes.
So can
Well,
you change
you-
the target?
I'm just saying you're clear that
Yeah.
that's where Resmir is.
Do it?
Can you change the target?
I don't think without casting it again.
I think you cast it again, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Because as you're thinking of a specific object.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if she is also on this, because you've obviously seen Full Mondath.
Yeah, everybody has.
So I'm wondering if she's actually on.
Oh, probably
this castle
not.
with us.
We haven't seen her since forever, so.
Right.
I think that you all are.
Excited.
In a world of pain.
I'm loving it. Da 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 da.
Stream, it was fun seeing you.
Hey, Strain. Sorry I missed some of our local yokels.
I know.
But-
Like I said, no one showed up.
Yeah, Sad Face Panda. But if you watch us online, you were missed. Catch us next week
Yeah.
for next week. Yeah, next week.
Next Friday, we're still on.
Yep.
If
And
for some reason,
then we'll be in
actually I
Merlot.
can't be here next week. I got a football game.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, stream. Have a good night.